Hey friends, did you know that you can get exclusive content? We record so much, and amazing producer Beth K. Gibbs somehow finds a way to make it a manageable length, and sometimes we leave absolute gems on the cutting room floor, and this month's special Patreon content is pretty excellent. If you like Friends, we like Friends.
Who does it?
Yeah, hey.
Wait, you just mean friendships in general?
Well, if you like friendship,
Both, right?
and if you like Friends,
Capital F Friends.
capital F Friends,
Yeah.
and possibly if you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Everybody likes those too.
Come on.
Yeah.
They're
So
heroes in a half shell.
if you like those things,
Turtle power.
this might be a great time to donate as little as $1 a month. Oh, they have pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Friends probably has pizza. New York, forget about it.
Oh, yeah, they definitely have pizza.
Those
And
big
also,
pizzas?
when we're talking about lowercase f friends, you probably have pizza with your friends.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a common friend activity.
Yeah.
So it's our most relatable exclusive content to date. If you're interested, go to patreon.com/totesrecall.
.com.
No.
No.
Um.
um,
Totes Recall.
Well,
Yeah, roll with it.
Welcome to Totes Recall, the
Yes.
podcast where we drink tea with milk in it and have phlegmy voices.
Oh.
And
Oh, wait. What's in that?
watch
What's in that tea you're drinking?
a little bit of milk.
Interesting.
Well, I
It's not a
mean,
whole, it's a
true Totes head will remember that Dan is
It's a
okay
condiment.
with milk being a condiment to
Yeah.
something else.
Guess I'm not a true Totes.
maybe you should pledge at totesrecall.com/patreon.com.
No.
No, you're
And-
all over the place.
We talk about a movie we can't remember very well. Watch that movie. Eat 2 pizzas, 2 salads. Thank you, patrons.
Can we talk about the salad curveball for a second?
Oh,
we
salad
we
curveball.
will talk about a movie.
I made a salad.
Yeah.
Today. So we're only ordering 1 salad.
Yeah.
What are we doing with that extra money? Just pocketing it.
Smoking cigars.
Burning digital dollar
That's
bills.
right.
Oh,
And then come back and talk about the movie again.
Yep.
My name is Dan.
this is Motley.
I'm also Dan.
And I'm Beth.
And our movie this episode is The Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
Wizard of Oz? Probably The Wizard of Oz.
I think it's The Wizard.
The Wizard
Because
of
You
like
have to
Oz.
see
the
The
whole,
Wizard.
yeah, it's like they're going to
to
the
see The
wizard.
Wizard.
It's not like the witches where there's a bunch of them. There's just one wizard.
I titled this audio file as The Wizard of Oz, so no matter what,
It's canon.
canon.
Totes canon.
Totes Cannon, The Wizard of the Oz.
Ooh.
Released in
Wow.
the past?
That's a really good bet.
I would love for you to guess first, Dan, because I feel like your grasp of the 1900s
Yes, I
is
agree.
super tenuous.
I second that.
I'm really interested.
Well, I believe this is the first Chagret's bet. This is the first movie in color, first feature color film. I could be wrong, but that's my belief. That happens halfway through.
Yeah.
Spoiler
Yeah.
turns to color.
Spoiler.
When did they have color? The 40s? 40. Ooh, there's rare World War II footage in color.
Right.
So probably around then.
Okay.
42? I'm going to say 42.
Great.
Good
Nice.
job.
How's that for
Nice,
tenuous?
nice.
It's good. I'm going to say 1939.
Okay, confident.
I was also going to say 39. But with less confidence, more to just be like a spicy guy.
Ooh.
Spicy guy.
But now Molly's making it seem less spicy.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm going
don't
to stick with
know.
it. I'm
I'm
sticking with it.
probably-
39. Screw you, Dan.
What?
We had color in the 30s. Briefly.
Well, because The Women came out. The
The-
Women was one of the first. That one came out in 1935.
Oh, a film titled
A
The
title,
Women.
The Women.
Okay.
No, Women already were there. Women existed.
Molly's
but no,
bet.
film-
Women existed in the 1930s.
All right.
But yeah, it was. Oh, and the reason I know that film is because it was the first movie that ever played at a local theater in Atlanta called the Plaza Theater.
Yeah.
And when they reopened it in the 90s, that was the first movie they played. So it had been fallen into disrepair, and it had fallen into, real disrepair, but still for movies, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, sure.
And so it became a family
I see.
theater.
Oh,
Just
I
getting
get
their
it
Buster
now.
Browns out.
Yeah. What?
Ugh.
No, probably not.
Nope.
Why do you
Why-
keep saying
I
that on the
don't- yeah.
podcast?
Gnomes.
I don't want that to be associated with this show.
Too late.
Apple's going to tag it automatically somehow. Some algorithm is going to be like, movies, Buster Brown.
Beth, do you want to make a bet about
Yeah,
the year?
I'm gonna say 38.
Ooh,
that's spicy.
Spicy.
That's the spiciest bet I've ever seen. Anyway, long time ago, now,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
pre all of us, pre Molly
Yeah,
Chase.
to
Yeah.
be clear.
Well, okay, now that's not
That was-
exceptional. That was a little.
Well, but
Yeah,
you
okay.
like freak out when you remember movies take place before you.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
true. That-
right, like
that
Star
is
Wars.
a thing.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
That's canon.
Star Wars.
Yeah, this movie takes place back when we were just an innocent empire, just resting on our laurels between world wars before deciding to involve ourselves in a global catastrophe
Yeah.
that continues to shape the human race to this day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Our only local crises were witches stealing our dogs.
Yes.
But also the Dust Bowl.
Yeah, I was gonna say Great Depression.
Yeah.
It was kind of a rough time.
And
Yeah.
those wild tornadoes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
those wild twisters.
because
Yeah.
all the dust.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Drought. Yes.
I don't know if that's true.
No,
I
it is. Well, I
Well,
mean, there was
it
tornadoes
makes them
and
worse,
drought.
certainly. If
Yeah.
there's a
And
bunch of
They're
dust.
definitely dustier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's in Kansas,
Yes.
Dust Alley,
Yeah. As it's known.
Acid Stone, and life's rough.
What's her name?
Dorothy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job.
She's like feeding pigs
What?
Okay.
early on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the farm.
The last time I watched this movie, it was synced up to the Dark Side of the Moon soundtrack.
Oh
And
no.
anything else going on there?
Amazing. Yeah.
Is
there may
it-
have been some jazz cigarettes.
There we go. All right.
Uh-huh.
So I remember her walking on a plank
Sure.
or a
What?
fence post. She's
Oh,
walking
yeah.
Like a
towards the-
pirate?
No, like she's on top of the fence feeding pig slop
Sure.
early on. Jacquette's bet, pig slop,
Pig
fence
slop.
walk.
Okay. Pig slap fence walk.
And then she's living her best life though.
Doing her best. Yeah.
Yeah. But the evil neighbor, who is
Yeah.
also the witch, is like gonna kill her dog.
Oh.
And
Why?
it's like because he gets out.
And
I think she's real mean about it and like pretty
dog
explicitly
doesn't even do anything.
gonna like kill that dog. I think it's like gets out and is like in her yard.
Or was it freak out the pigs? Is it freaking the pigs out or
Oh,
something?
no, Dorothy's got the pigs.
Maybe she's got some pigs too, and it's freaking her
Maybe.
pigs out, or her goats or something.
It's freaking her pigs out.
Dan's bet: Toto the dog is freaking some livestock out.
All right.
All right.
Chickens.
Sure. Yeah,
Oh, that's a good.
that is a good bet. That's an animal that might be intimidated by a dog that size.
And do we get to know the farmhands?
Ooh.
Because I think
Yes.
they are the future Scarecrow, Tin Man.
Yeah, we must meet them for at least a second because there's that whole thing at the end where she's
Yeah.
like, "You were there, and you were
You were
there," and it'd be
there,
weird
yeah.
if they had never appeared as not magical creatures earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
I most recently saw this movie at one of those films in the park.
Ooh.
And it's one of those things where you bring a little blanket and some food and it's very lovely. And what I at that moment realized I had forgotten from when I was a kid and watching the movie on TV is one, that black and white section at the beginning is very lengthy.
Yeah.
Or it's much more lengthy than I had remembered. And two, those flying monkeys are still terrifying.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And at night outdoors, I mean, we were surrounded by people. It wasn't like
But
we
you're just
were
waiting for them to swoop down,
Oh, it just felt so real. It
Oof.
was really super creepy.
like watching Jaws in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the equivalent of that? Watching
watching-
Wizard of Oz in a dusty monkey house?
I guess just like in a
Oh.
forest area
Field of poppies.
or a field of poppies.
Oh, okay.
I feel like outside in the park is
Yeah, just
pretty
outside in
close.
general. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Technicolor.
The world is in Technicolor.
Yeah. Well, not the first half.
Right. Well, it's the Depression, so,
Right.
you know.
So Ma and Pa are there. Or is she live with her aunt and uncle?
Auntie M?
Auntie
Yeah.
M.
Oh.
So her folks are dead?
Probably. They probably
Yeah, that
died of
sounds
some
right.
disease.
That's too bad.
She's
Yep.
got her dog.
Rough.
Got her dog.
She's on a farm.
I think there's like a snake oil salesman
Ooh.
type character.
yeah.
I like that.
Is
He's
he
got
the
like
wizard?
Maybe he's the wizard.
Oh,
That would make
maybe.
sense.
No, but like in the dust part, in the black and white dust
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But then he's also the wizard. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Am I
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
That you're saying that?
Yes.
Same
you
with
are
the
correct.
farmhands.
Great. What's that?
The farmhands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same deal.
What's he selling?
Ooh,
at the
great
beginning?
question.
Like tonics? Chicrette's
Maybe.
Bet tonics.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds
Do
right.
you think that that I was too young to realize that the snake oil guy just drugs Dorothy, and that's why she has this crazy adventure?
Oh, is
What?
that true?
Like I'm just saying, if he sells her some weird tonic, who knows what's in there? She's all hallucinating.
I
Oh,
thought
she gets knocked out because of the tornado,
Yeah.
right?
Sure,
'Cause she,
Oh, is there a scene where she's dramatically trying to get to the cellar?
I believe
Yes.
so. Yes.
like
Oh, I
because
think-
he's like out somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and she's out there also, and then he's like, "You better get home. There's a storm coming." And then she
foreshadowing.
runs home, and then there's a tornado, and then she's like trying to get to the cellar.
Does she have
Does
to go
Toto
back for
have to
Toto?
go back?
Oh, I'm
Oh
sure
yeah,
she has
Toto
to go back
gets
for the
out,
dog.
and she
I'm
has to
sure
get.
that's what
Yep,
happens.
that is what happens.
And then they tie a leather belt to a pipe.
Yeah.
yes.
No, just kidding. That's from
Yeah.
Twister.
It is.
Okay. So then, yeah. And then she gets knocked out somehow.
Yeah, and then she wakes up in Oz, right?
Yeah.
And everything's in color.
Yep.
And there's oh no, during the storm, like the witch is like on a bicycle and like drives,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yes.
And then the house lands on the Wicked Witch of the
West.
East.
East? Oh, yes.
I think it is East, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's her
yeah, because
sister.
West is the one that's like doing her thing most of the movie.
Yep.
Yeah. And she gets the witch's shoes because for some reason, like, Oz rules are that if you kill a woman with your house, you get her shoes.
I
Yeah.
feel like there's some people who bring them to her and insist on it.
Like
The
I think the
Oompa-
fairy
Loompas?
godmother does.
Loompas?
They just
No.
show up on her feet.
I
and
think
then
she's
the
like,
witch's
"Oh, they're
feet
yours
roll
now," or
up.
something.
Oh,
They're like-
yeah.
The
Right?
Lollipop Guild?
That's
Yeah,
that's a
a thing.
group.
Yeah. I said Oompa Loompas before,
That's
but that's
Willy
wrong.
Wonka.
Oh boy.
Jeez.
Yeah. She gets them slippers and then follows the yellow brick road because
Yeah.
the good witch of the north shows up and is like, I can't help you except to tell
Good
you where
Witch
to go.
Glinda. Glinda the Good Witch.
Yeah.
So I can't help you, but you follow the path, and then she makes friends.
Go to the Emerald City to
Tin
see the
Man.
wizard.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Scarecrow.
like weird.
Off to see the wizard.
Like-
There's songs in
Fearful
these. Should we
Lion.
name the songs?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we should.
great.
Yep.
There's one that's like. "Du-du-du-du-du."
Somewhere over the rainbows, I think the first one.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
she sings that in
Oh,
Black and
yeah.
White Dust
Yeah,
Land.
because that's
Yes.
her like
and there's a
oh
whole lot that leads into the part that we're all familiar with on that too.
the rainbow song.
Bunch of verses. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, it's Judy Garland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're off to see the wizard.
Yep.
That's later.
Well, there's a
Does each
the lollipop
oh,
people
we-
sing a song. Yeah. They sing
La
a little song.
Lollipop girl.
Yeah,
La, 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 la.
But then there's like three groups of
there's a few different.
munchkins.
Oh,
that
There's
like
like
sing.
a
warring-
very complex like system of laws and organizations in the land of Oz.
Yeah, because this movie is an allegory for like a silver revolt.
What?
What?
You guys have heard about this?
No.
Okay, this is true.
Did
I
you
think.
learn this while listening to Far
Dark
Side of the Moon?
Yeah.
Um,
And your
Side of the Moon.
roommate.
yeah, no, I believe the book is an allegory for like a historical something.
Okay.
And
I heard that book.
the slippers are silver instead because
Yeah.
they were
Yeah, that
mining
is true.
silver.
Oh.
Like I'm way out of my depth, but I think at each, I don't know. Look it up. Tweet at us. Tweet at us.
Yeah. Hey.
Hashtag what that allegory?
Yes.
Oz
Well,
allegory.
you need
What that
a
allegory?
heart, a brain, and courage.
Yeah.
To survive the horrors of mining
Yes.
industries.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's probably something like workers rose up. And they
Sure.
were shut down
I love it.
by the bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like the power of the elites are an illusion.
Yeah.
Dan's looking around like, anybody gonna challenge me on this?
No.
Seize the Beats production.
Okay.
Great. So yeah, Lollipop Guild. Are there other guilds? Is that what
Yeah,
we're
there's
saying?
like a
Yeah, but I don't know what their
peppermint
song
gang.
is about. What? Are you just making this up?
And then there's like ladies.
There's just ladies. We are the female
wait.
contingent of the lollipop.
Let's go with it again. There's a Lollipop Guild, the Peppermint Guild, and the Ladies.
No, it was on
Ladies
Peppermint
Guild.
Guild.
Peppermint gang.
Thank you.
Peppermint Gang.
Peppermint Gang.
I
Hey,
love
hey, it's the Peppermint Gang.
Hey, oh, you got a bad breath and a little bit of queasy stomach? It's a Peppermint Gang. Here's our boss, Joe Prado.
Well, there is a carriage with a horse of a different color, and the horse changes color.
Oh, right.
Sure.
But that's later.
That's way later.
They get to Oz.
Oh,
So then they sing
Emerald
about
City.
finding the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying
Just
words
naming
now.
things?
Just naming things.
Then they sing about going to see the wizard and finding the road or whatever.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah.
Who does she
Yeah.
run into first?
Scarecrow.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's
Is it
also my
Scarecrow's
bet.
first? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Tin Man.
Yeah.
And then the Cowardly Lion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, but their songs, If I Only Had a Brain.
Yep.
Oh God, so many
Yep.
songs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're kind of like they're reprises of the same song. Like all the three of them sing basically the same song. It's just their part of the song.
Oh,
If I Only Had a Heart.
really?
What?
Yeah. The Tin Man.
He doesn't have
that
a
what
heart,
he
bro.
sings,
He's
though?
like a robot.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
are they all? If I only had a.
I think so.
If I Only Had a Heart. Yeah, definitely, because he kind of sounds like that. That was a really good Tin Man impression
Yeah, it was
in my
good.
head.
It was great.
And then if I only had some courage.
I don't remember
Yeah.
how
No,
he
but that's
says.
And
not
I
like
only,
that.
If I were only brave, something like that. Does he have some
If
special?
I were the king of the forest. That's what it is.
Sure.
Oh.
So he gets his own little.
Yeah.
his own
and it goes
jingle.
rough like that.
Oh,
Because lions
yeah.
don't, but lions don't do that.
Do what?
It's upsetting.
Yeah, they don't bark.
They don't like bark.
Well, he's bad at it.
Oh, bad at being a lion?
Yeah.
Lion?
That's like his whole thing.
He's lying to being a lion.
Sure.
Oh.
He's not lying. He's pretty forthright about it, I feel like.
Oh, he's lying in that he's big and
Lying
strong
down.
and has courage at first. Because he comes out, he's like trying to scare him.
Yeah, but he's bad at it. Right.
Hoorah,
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
a
Yeah.
liar.
Ooh, hey.
It's always my least
Be a
favorite.
liar. Because he's kind of like fun. He's like a
He's
fun
fun.
lion.
They're fun.
Like
Yeah.
a fun Uncle Lion.
They're all
Yeah.
fun.
But he's like not scary, right?
No.
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 Yeah.
He's like a guy in pajamas with some makeup on his face.
Oh, lions, tigers, and bears. Is that a song?
Oh,
Oh,
my.
my.
In
Yep.
this?
Lions and
Yeah.
tigers and bears.
I
Yeah,
don't
they get
know.
Yeah.
scared in the woods.
Oh.
There's also like a
So
scene
many
in this movie
songs.
where people like think there's like a man hanging in the back
Oh,
on
yeah.
the
What?
set,
What?
but it's a bird.
Oh,
Ooh.
there's, yeah. I believe the urban legend is that one of the Lollipop Guild hung themselves on set, and you could still see it in the background.
Come
Jesus.
on.
That's not what it is. It's a bird.
It's a bird. I heard it was like a crane or something. Which I guess is a bird.
I thought it was a crane bird.
Oh, I always thought it was a crane.
Like the
a lifting
machine?
crane.
Oh. Well,
Oh.
okay, I'm going to bet it's a bird.
We
You
got
bet
something
that
to look
it's a
out
machine.
for.
What's that? It's a bird. It's a crane.
Yeah. It's a dead person.
Oh.
That was the other option. Jeez.
Yeah. Then they get there and knock on the door. People
everybody's
are
real
rude.
rude.
And then he cries out of his eyebrows.
Who?
There's like a guy who answers the door. It's the same as the wizard. He's the same actor as the wizard, I'm pretty sure.
Hey,
And
Ben,
when-
how do you remember this so well?
I don't know.
Was
I
it
feel
on
like
that
I've seen it, like,
AFI top
500
whatever?
Okay, so no big deal, guys, but I've seen the American Film Institute's 100 Greatest Films. I believe this film is number 7 on the list.
Oh, that's
Okay.
high.
High.
So I have seen it for that list,
Speaking
but
of
I've
high.
also seen it like many times because it's on TV all the time, I feel
Yeah,
like.
it is.
I don't know.
Wow.
But I
Wow.
do remember that being a very funny part. Like he starts crying and the way that they like did the makeup, his tears come out of like this part of his eyebrows, like right above his nose.
Whoa.
Oh.
It looks crazy.
That is crazy.
Cry
Are you writing that down?
Eyebrow cry.
Yeah. Eyebrow.
brow.
Crybrow.
Yeah, he's real rude to him. He's like, "Get out of here!"
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna slam my tiny little door
Right.
on top of this real door.
Yeah.
And then Dorothy's like, something, 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 right?
Yeah, probably.
She stands up for everybody.
She's like, fee, fi, fo, fum.
Mm-hmm.
You better let me in there.
And then she murders them.
I got
all.
a gun.
Jeez.
And they get in, and like they all get weirdly pampered, right?
Yeah.
They get the multicolored horse thing at that point.
Yeah.
Once they're in the Emerald City,
I don't remember.
they
any
ride a
of
little
this.
carriage,
Yeah, and they get a little, and then they
and
go.
it's a magical
and they're like, go see the wizard.
urban center of
Yeah.
commerce and wonder.
Right.
How long is this movie?
Great question.
Ooh,
It's probably long.
2 hours.
Kind of long.
It's probably like 180.
180.
That's 3 hours.
Oh, that's too long. I meant 150.
Dude, I don't know.
We don't know what you mean.
2.5 hours.
I think it's 2 hours and 20.
Okay.
Okay.
You going for 220?
That's what I'm going for.
Great. Are there any songs once they get to the city?
Hey, I'm the wizard. Get out of here.
There's the guards sing. The oh-wee, oh,
yeah. Yeah, but
oh-wee,
is that like a
oh.
song, though? Like, did they actually
Um,
do like a whole number, or is it just that little part?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't think there's a
Hi ho.
different.
We are the Emerald City.
No.
Get out of here.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't think of any other songs after that.
And they see the wizard, and Dorothy's like, wait a minute. There's a curtain.
Toto finds the curtain.
Oh, that's right. Is this the
Oh.
original man behind the curtain?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, not me. I don't know.
I think so. I think that's where that saying comes from.
Great.
Where I don't know where else it would come from unless there's like some Bible story of like, and then Fahuzafeth was actually just a guy, but he pretended to be a god of
Yeah.
some kind.
When did curtains get invented?
Ooh, great question.
Great question.
Probably the 30s.
Yeah.
The
probably.
1930s?
They
Before
definitely
that,
didn't have
people
them in
were
the
just
20s.
like, well, I guess we'll just let the sun shine and peering eyes in.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they had to burn all their curtains in the 20s to survive.
Oh,
Yeah.
for scarlet fever?
Sure.
And the depression. No,
Why did it
depression was
burn
until
her?
the end. Yeah.
Why do you gotta burn her? Oh, for heat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Survival.
Yeah.
I
Dan.
got it. I was
Duh.
just thinking
Labor-
about that
Dan.
Velveteen Rabbit, how they gotta burn all that kid's
Oh,
toys.
that's
yeah,
sad.
that's so
We will
sad.
never watch that.
Is that a
I'll
feature
tell
length
you right
film?
now. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's a feature length, but there's definitely Velveteen Rabbit.
All right, we'll do it as
animated.
bonus content.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Okay, so what is the witch's deal?
Then
Oh,
she just
yeah.
shows up.
There's the whole witch part. Is
She
that
wants
before
the
they...
shoes.
She just wants the shoes.
She wants her
Ah.
sister's
That's her
shoes.
whole deal.
She's gotta
He
get
just
so I
wants
think
the
she has
shoes.
to kill Dorothy in order to get the shoes.
Oh, right, because the
Oh.
Oz are if you kill the wearer of the shoes,
Yeah.
you get them shoes.
And so she's like trying to get Dorothy, and then there's something like there's the poppy field,
Mm.
Oh, they get very sleepy.
and they all fall asleep, and then I think the monkeys come and get them,
Oh God, the monkeys.
and then they need to go save Dorothy because Dorothy's taken to the castle.
Oh.
And so then they all have to break into the castle, and then they run into the witch, and then they pour water on her,
Yeah.
Oh man,
and then she melts.
Yeah.
this
they're-
may be a 3-hour movie.
But
They're
they
not-
don't...
They're not
like,
trying to pour water on it.
Yeah.
They're trying to put the fire out.
Yes.
But yeah, melting.
Oh, the scarecrow's on fire.
How about a little fire, scarecrow? And then she like pokes him with fire.
Is that
so
the
they
Green Goblin?
try to get. I mean, basically, yeah. They're basically the same character. Yes. They both live in a giant tower in like near a city of commerce and wonder.
Yeah. She's also
Wow.
like the Power
Flies around.
Rangers.
Yeah.
Villain.
Yes. Correct. Yes.
Rita.
Rita Repulsa.
Yeah.
Great name. Good job, whoever translated that, or whoever just decided to give that character an English-sounding name
Yeah.
in Japanese.
So they kill a witch
yeah.
with water.
Yep.
Does she get anything? Oslaw? She get another hat or something?
She gets her hat.
That'd be
No,
amazing.
I think they reward all of them for bravery or whatever, like bravery, and then they get a
Oh, do they
heart.
get a heart, a brain, and a?
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's like a metaphor.
Wait, so that they go to Oz and then get captured?
Dude, I don't know.
Or the other way around?
wait.
By the monkey? I think the flying monkeys come before the Emerald City.
I think it's
after.
after.
Maybe they like get to Oz and then the monkeys come and then the wizard's like, "Oh, you got to go save your friend, dummies." And then they're like, "Oh, no." And then the wizard's like, "I've got fire in front of my head." And then they
Yeah.
freak out a bunch.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know the order of
But
this.
yeah, I guess when I think about it, like the poppies are in front of the Emerald City.
Mm-hmm.
So are they outside of the city?
Who?
The group
Yeah.
of four, the
That's
gang.
the wizard's
I
heroin
thought
fields.
though that getting to the wizard is like the end,
Big Finish.
the big finish.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Molly's bet, wizard thing comes at the end, and then Glenda the Good Witch comes in and is like, "Oh, you've always had the ability. Just click your heels. There's no place like home."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a wrap.
What's Glenda doing? She's not
I don't know,
doing
man.
shit, Right?
She's
They
like
run bubbles and stuff.
she's doing the same thing as like this is like my problem with like not Gandalf. The other one. Harry Potter.
Oh. Dumbledore?
Dumbledore. So like
I'm sorry, what just
What?
happened?
what?
You didn't know who Dumbledore was?
I mean, I do.
Hey, do we have to listen, nerds? Our very own Beth K.
Yeah,
Gibbs?
shut up, nerds.
Wow, 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 wow.
I know
wow,
this
wow.
is what I was talking about. I just got them screwed up because we're talking about a movie from the 30s. So I've got every wizard in pop culture running in my head right now.
Merlin.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of the same deal with that him too.
David Blaine.
She's doing like the classic wizard move. What?
David Blaine.
Yeah, she's doing like the classic magical bean thing where she's like, "Hey, let me tell you some wisdom. Also, you're gonna have to do this to solve your problems." And then they come in at the end. It's just like, "Hey, you know what? Actually, this is how you solve your problems. I probably could have done this for you like months ago."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a tried and true method for
Wizards.
getting your main characters through a series of events that help some other characters and
Yeah.
come to a satisfactory conclusion.
Absolutely. I mean, it's certainly like
Wizard bookcase.
Yeah.
what?
Bookends. Wizard bookends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feel
Yeah.
good about that. I'm gonna write a
It's a
screenwriting
wizard
book.
train.
What?
The
Like a
engine and the caboose are all wizard, and it's a story in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
That's her deal.
All right, we're
I don't
putting
think
up
she even pops up again in the middle. I think she's literally just like,
No.
"Oh, just go to the Emerald City. Ooh, I'm a bubble again." Ooh, and then disappears for the rest of the movie.
I think that she gives some excuse, some reason she has to go. But she has to
sure.
go back.
Doesn't
like,
she
take
make
care
it
of her
snow
Oh, maybe.
so they wake up from the poppies?
Maybe.
People.
Sure.
Oh yeah, maybe she intervenes there because they're not going to wake up on their own.
Certainly.
Yeah.
They get so sleepy.
Yeah.
Oh, Molly's bet I will fall asleep during the poppy scene.
Because watching fictional characters get
Yes.
sleepy will make you fall asleep.
Absolutely, 100%. I feel sleepy when I watch cold commercials. Like my eyes start to hurt when I'm watching the allergy commercials.
Oh, like one of those people who's like got super puffy eyes and they're just like blowing their nose. Like,
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And the depression ads nearly kill me. Like, yeah, I'm very
Oh, shit.
suggestible.
I thought you were talking about ads for like the,
The Great
The
depression.
Great Depression.
I was like, what?
Get your lack of resources here.
You know what I think is very cool about this movie? As I'm thinking about it, I bet it passes the Bechdel-Wallace test like 1 billion times.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
probably.
Because she has to talk to the Wicked Witch. She has to talk to her Auntie M. She has to talk to.
But who's her love interest? Do you
She
think
doesn't
she's
have a
more
love interest.
attracted to the Tin Man?
Yeah, no, I'm into this.
Or
Let's
the-
define this character by her relationships with men.
I'm looking forward to answering the question of who should she bang?
I think they're all adults and she's a child.
She is supposed to be like a
Oh.
young.
Well, that's gross then.
Yeah.
But she presents as an adult.
Oh my
What?
god.
Oh
Whoa,
boy.
whoa,
The
back up.
actress is it a?
I
she's
have no
supposed to be
idea
a
how old
child?
she was when she did this movie.
I think she's like a 14 or something.
Oh no,
okay, that's too
I don't.
young.
Judy Garland's not that young in the movie though.
Yeah, but I think she's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think Dorothy's supposed to be pretty young.
because she's like, living with her aunt and uncle still.
Sure, well,
Sure,
sure,
but
but
it's a
where else is she
depression.
gonna go unless she gets married?
Wow.
It's 1930s.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Ugh.
Okay, well, who should be crushing on then?
Yeah.
Ooh, I
Toto.
don't know.
Well, or who would we
Not in
want?
a sexual way. In
Yeah.
a friendship way.
Well, or if we ourselves were to begin a romantic relationship with one of the three, who would we choose?
Oh.
Probably Scarecrow.
I don't think you can know yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
How can you know?
I feel like we need to
The
like.
first half of the show is us betting on things.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
go
going to
ahead.
bet I'm the most attracted to the Tin Man.
Wait. Okay, so we're talking about who we're most attracted to, or
Yeah.
who we feel should be who is best for Dorothy.
Oh, no,
who
for
we're
us
most
personally.
attracted to.
These are
Because
two-
we're consenting adults.
Yeah.
I see. So we're just completely ignoring the question of Dorothy
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she's a
She's
child.
not
Yeah.
part of this.
Yeah.
Who will we be most
Oh,
attracted to?
here's what we should do.
All right.
Chuck, fuck, or marry.
What?
Oh, I wrote it down and then I was like, I don't know if we should do that on this
When did you write it down?
I wrote down MKF, which is a variation of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to, but it's fine.
Is there like a more like PC version of that?
Sure.
Uh,
Cuddle.
Well, there's marry,
yeah.
Yeah, what's that F?
discard,
Yep.
or have relations with.
Okay.
Just like have a good time. You know,
I think
keep
we
it
should-
casual.
Oh,
Party.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Netflix and chill.
Okay.
So it's
Yes.
what is it? Someone write this down.
Mary.
Marry,
Mary,
discard,
discard,
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill. Okay.
And let's just can we say like civil union instead?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's good because I
Yeah.
think you're right. We're really backing ourselves into a corner with that.
Mhm.
Okay, so civil union, discard,
Or even just like
Netflix
move in
and
together.
chill.
Why even?
Or commit.
Okay, you know what? There needs to be some
Friendship
difference here.
bracelet.
Okay, nope, because anybody that's why this game works is because it's extremes.
Okay, so we're doing Scarecrow, Tin Man, Lion.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Discard
Civil
Union.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep. So,
All right.
Cool. I will take note.
Okay.
You going first?
Yeah.
All
I've
right.
already committed myself to Netflix and chill with the Scarecrow.
Okay. Why?
Just seems like he's got it going on. All that straw,
Sure.
like soft.
Outdoors.
Yeah.
Rugged.
I just feel like I'm gonna find the Tin Man incorrigible. So
Uh-huh.
I guess I will discard him.
Okay.
Wow.
Ah, that leaves me Civil Union and that lion. I guess that's where I'm at.
Stable. He's
That's
probably
where I'm at.
stable, right? I don't know.
Ah, that's
All
fine.
right.
That's
Great.
fine. I feel great about it.
Yeah. It's fine. Molly.
I can't go next. I was too busy keeping score. I'll go last.
Discard lion. He's annoying.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then Netflix and chill with Tin Man
Yeah.
and Civil Union, Scarecrow.
Okay. Interesting.
He seems like he'd be good at conversation.
Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just have a brain. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
But the thing is, he does have a brain the whole time.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Is this pre or post wizard gifts?
I mean, it doesn't matter because it's all a metaphor anyway.
metaphor.
They
Okay.
just had to find it within themselves.
Okay. All right. Dan Linden.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say Civil Union Tin Man because he's a working man. He's gonna keep the house in good shape.
Ooh, I
That's
like
fair.
that logic.
What? Okay. Discard. Oh, I'm gonna just. Oh man. Either way, it's gonna be a mess. Okay. I'm gonna discard the Scarecrow.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm gonna Netflix and chill with the lion because I feel like the lion would be a very giving lover. Like I feel like he would be so, you know what I mean? Like he'd be so grateful to like have someone in his life. Like he's probably. It seems like from what we know about him, he spent a lot of time alone because he's so afraid of everything. And now finally he's found someone he's comfortable with. I think we'd have a good
you should be
time.
grateful.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to go that far, but I'm just saying he'll want to make sure that I'm happy.
Yeah. To each
is what
their
I'm saying.
No judgment.
Yeah.
No judgment. Molly.
Oh, this is very hard for me. But I think I would have to do Civil Union with the straw man
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow. Although I feel like he'd be really. Which of these would be the least annoying on a long-term basis? That's hard.
Yeah.
Okay, you
That's
know what?
tough.
I'm gonna Civil Union the Scarecrow. No, Tin Man.
Okay.
Oh God. So which one I'm more sexually attracted to? Oh.
I mean, that's Scarecrow, baby.
But also, you love animals.
I do love animals. Okay.
But not like that.
Well, not like that's true. Oh, this is sounding weird now. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh gosh, I can't. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna. My gut says discard the straw man.
Scarecrow.
And Scarecrow.
They're all straw men in this situation. Am I right? I think I'm
and
using that correctly. I don't know.
I am going to Netflix. I bet I bet the lion is such a good cuddler. So I'm gonna Netflix and chill. I assume there's some cuddling. in
So
that.
what's going on? So you're Civil Union and Tin Man.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm really rethinking this.
No, go with your gut.
Okay.
Yeah, just go with your gut.
All right. Well.
I mean, maybe you'll see the movie and it will be like,
Yeah, we can change these afterwards. We don't
Yeah.
know. We're going in
Yeah.
blind
We're
right
coming
now.
back to
Yeah.
this.
We're definitely coming back to this.
Yeah. Great. So that's us. Dorothy has all platonic relationships
Yes.
with all
Yes.
of them because
These
she's a
are
child.
these are good men who are just looking out for this innocent young girl who's lost in a world she doesn't fully
Yeah.
understand.
But then turns out she looks out for them.
Yes, feminism.
And they get the stuff. Turns out the wizard's a con man,
Yeah,
but a good con man.
yeah, maybe. I guess so.
Hapless.
And he gives them a balloon.
yep.
Yeah.
I think it's his balloon, right?
But then she also uses the slippers.
Yes, because they find out when they're standing by the balloon. That's when Glenda the Good Witch shows up.
Oh, she's
You're
like,
probably just out of your
Well,
mind.
she loses her chance with the balloon.
Yeah,
I think Toto screws her
Toad
over
does
again.
it again. He jumps out of the balloon and
Oh.
then she jumps out.
Yeah.
And
And then she's like, "Wait!" And then he's like, "I can't. It's a hot air balloon." or
yeah,
whatever.
because he's leaving too.
Yeah, because he's going back
because he's
to
been found out.
yeah.
They're probably gonna rise up and burn him at the stake.
I mean,
Next
he's
day.
definitely like you can. I'm sure like he is just sort of like as soon as he's exposed, he's like, "Oh, this is a ticking time bomb. I gotta get out of here." Ooh, We'll maybe talk about it in the second half. But there's definitely a power vacuum in the Emerald City after he leaves.
Yeah. So she clicks her heels. They don't work, but then they do work.
What?
I don't think
Isn't there a moment where they don't work?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
okay.
I think she just didn't know what to do it.
Okay.
How often do you just casually click your heels together in
I don't
life
know.
And say
and
there's no
say
place
this
like
very
home.
specific
home.
thing?
I mean, what if she said there's no place like Detroit? Would she end up in Detroit?
Great
we don't
question.
know.
Great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are they
just-
one-time use?
Also a great question.
Ooh, what evidence is there when she comes back that it was all real?
Oh,
Isn't
yeah,
there
there's
something?
Ooh, great question.
Is this
I think
Slippers?
there's something.
Is
Is
it
it
the
the slippers?
Or it's like a hair bow?
Or like like a ribbon or something?
I'm going to say a hair ribbon.
I feel like there's a blue gingham hair ribbon. Probably a blue gingham dress is what I'm thinking. But
Yeah.
some kind of blue ribbon.
Is it in color again when she gets back? Or
No.
are we back to
No,
black
back to
and
black
white?
and
Still
white.
Depression America. Depression
I
era
don't know.
America.
Maybe she brought the color with her. It was inside her.
It
all
is
along.
inside her. I
No.
think it is inside her, but then she's going to use it to bring joy to the dust alley.
Right.
I don't think there are any indications that it was real.
Oh.
You don't think
it was,
there's-
I think it was a dream the entire time.
You don't think there's like a little quick shot of Toto like hanging out with a poppy and winking at the camera or something?
No,
Okay.
I don't think that. But
you
maybe
know,
I'm
I
wrong.
wish Toto had been a girl.
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be a lot more dimension to the story.
Is Toto? Do we know Toto is for sure a male
I mean,
dog?
it's kind of a male name.
I don't know. Is it?
Toto?
It feels. I would not guess a gender on that name.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's any like I got him or anything like that.
Ooh.
Do you know what I
I'll get
mean?
you
We'll find
and
out.
your little dog too.
Who's a male?
Who is a male dog?
Your male dog.
I'll get him by the...
She calls her my pretty.
Well, I mean, male dogs are also beautiful creatures.
No, I mean that's what she calls
Dorothy.
Dorothy. I'll get you my pretty.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Your
creepy.
little dog too.
That's right.
I'm betting male.
They're crazy trees in this. I just
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Muppet trees.
And they're like, how do you like them apples?
Hank Cresthorn!
What?
Maybe
Yes!
Hank Cresthorn
Do you
made the
think
trees.
This is the first film Hank Cresthorn
How
worked on.
old is Hank Cresthorn?
Pretty old.
All right.
Immortal, he's a
Experience.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's not a ghost.
What?
Hank
don't-
Cresthorn is a ghost?
I don't know. Did
You
we-
thought he was a ghost the whole time?
Maybe. I don't
What?
know.
No.
We'll get there.
All right.
Okay. But cool. So scary trees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes. Oh, there's some scary shit in this one.
Mhm. Not as scary as Return to Oz, which is a fucking fever dream nightmare.
Ooh, that sounds terrible. So how many Netflix and chill straw men
Wow.
Whoa.
will you give this movie?
Oh boy. I don't know. I mean, this is like a classic, the magic of film. I saw it when I was a kid a lot, and I liked it a lot. I don't see why it wouldn't hold up. Right? Like there'd have to be like a weirdly like dated cultural element to it that I'm not remembering that would make us all really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that happens though. I'm gonna say 4 with room to grow because I don't want to be totally like this is gonna be great. I'm not gonna hate this, but also like I haven't seen this in at least a decade, if not more, and I have lived the harsh life of adult Americanhood for sexy scarecrows or
Oh,
whatever you said.
wow.
What did you say?
I said
Netflix and
Netflix and
chills.
chill straw men.
Okay.
But
I'm going to say 5 because I think this movie is just a classic that many, many people love because it is so good and it's so enjoyable to watch and has been since 1938, the year that I bet.
Great. Ooh. I'm going to be post Wizard Lion
Okay.
and give it a 5 as well.
I see.
oh, I get it.
With courage.
With courage.
Courage.
Yeah, I wanted to say 4, but I'm fighting against that and just being
Yeah, hey.
Jessica Biel, Bowl, Big Man, Baggins, Courage Lion.
We'll work on it.
I'm gonna go the cowardly lion route and give it a 4, even though I know it was 7th on the American film list or whatever that is, top 100 AFI something. Ugh. I don't know. I haven't seen all those movies, but I'm pretty sure people
All
who
his
take
eyes
time
are
to make
so
those
far back in her
lists
head right now.
It's impressive.
know what they're talking about. So fine. Great. I'm going to give it a 4 anyway, because then we can have an uplifting ending where I'm like, I raised it
Yeah.
a star,
Yeah.
but it will still have to compete with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which is pretty epic in my mind as
Sure.
a very satisfying revisit. I should never watch that movie again just in case it doesn't hold up. But yeah, no, I think it's going to be great. I think it will be genuinely scary
Oh.
for me, even as an adult who is, yeah, go ahead.
This just reminded me of a question I have specifically for you. Do you think you will be more affected by harm that is coming to the Cowardly Lion than the other characters, even though they are all clearly human beings?
Oh, man. Well, clearly Toto, I'm going to be the most concerned about,
Sure.
unless Toto's a real jerk. We don't know that yet. I feel like,
Wow.
I think even though the lion, when I was a kid, I found him very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I'll have more heart for him because he seems even within these various shades of vulnerability, he seems like the character with the least amount of control of their situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably have the most empathy. But you never know. You never know. I might just be like Tin Man 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who can say? Really, if you think about it. Maybe this is like a Myers-Briggs test.
To who you empathize the most with?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
who are you deep inside, and who will you work best with? Because you don't want to hire all straw men. Nope.
Yeah.
Scarecrows.
Gotta have a diverse field.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we're going to press pause or the space bar, go eat pizza and salad, and we'll be right back. And we're back. We just watched 1 hour and 42 minutes of The Wizard of Oz, which was made in 1939.
Boom.
Dan, who guessed
Boom.
1939?
Probably you, if you're asking me.
Yep. Yep.
You and Dan.
Yes. I was humble enough to not ask.
And
I
who
just said
guessed
boom aloud.
1938?
The spiciest guess. Beth, you did.
Yeah.
You were very close.
I guessed 42.
Oh, terrible.
That's spicy in how wrong it was.
Yeah.
I guess that's
I was
true.
the most wrong.
I guess that's a way to be spicy.
Yeah, you weren't too wrong though.
Yeah, you weren't like, 1949.
Yeah, that would be spicy.
Like some idiot.
50s. I was very close, and I was like, "No, don't be an idiot. It's like the 30s."
Well, apparently 1939 was a huge year for film.
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington and The Wizard of Oz.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're just
Wow.
3 of them.
Wow.
Apparently
That's a
everybody was
good
in
year.
a hurry to
Heavy
make
hitters.
movies before the war started.
Oh,
or before
sure.
America got into
Well,
the war.
all of those beautiful people would have to go off to
Oh,
war.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Jimmy Stewart. I don't know about the
Yeah.
rest of them. I guess Judy Garland would just
I
kind of
think,
hang out and keep
uh,
being a 16-year-old.
What's his face went to war?
Who?
The guy from Gone with the Wind.
Oh,
Clark Gable?
Yes.
yeah. I don't know. Great question.
He was older, so maybe
Yeah.
he didn't have to.
I mean, maybe his
Oh.
mustache was weighing him down too much.
Tweet at us.
Tweet at us.
Old pictures of Clark Gable on the front.
Yeah. Hashtag Gable go or Gable no
war?
go.
Oh, yeah.
Gable
Gable
no.
go or Gable go no
I
go.
thought you were gonna say Gable got back.
Got back from the war?
I don't know.
Did he?
Whoa.
Right over there.
Channing Tatum, please.
Yes.
Please,
We're
urgently
desperate.
tweet us about Clark
You're the
Gable.
Clark Gable of our time? He's more the who's the guy that danced too?
Fred Astaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the guy that danced.
I mean,
too.
he will be in like a few decades when he's paired up with some like young ingenue, and it is completely unbelievable that they would ever be in a romantic relationship. Yes, I'm talking about Audrey Hepburn. Yes, I'm talking about whatever movie that is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Fred Astaire was like 1,000 years old when they made that
Oof.
movie.
What? Funny
Yeah.
Face?
Oh, wait, that was
I don't know. I've never seen that one. It wa-
No, that's Funny Girl,
Oh.
right?
Makes sense.
Barbara, tweet at us.
Clever girl.
What? That's Jurassic Park.
No.
Well, Judy Garland was 16, but she was playing an 11-year-old.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Or like,
I'm glad
I mean,
we changed our game.
I don't know if they specified. I think it was just sort of like child, right?
Well, in the book, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the book,
Listen,
the illustrations
I did
are
a little
like,
bit of Googling during the movie, so I know stuff now.
okay, great. Go.
Not a
Did
lot of
you fall asleep during the movie?
Ooh,
I
yeah.
bet
You know
you
what?
would.
I can't
poppy
believe I
field.
missed that bet. I was. We didn't spend enough time in the poppy field.
So you're disappointed that you weren't bored enough to fall asleep during the movie?
No, I mean,
empathize enough with the sleepy characters.
Oh, like
Yeah.
immersive experience.
yeah, I don't know. I guess I was too caught up in the physical comedy and the who's gonna fall asleep next, and
Which is
you know.
great.
I appreciate it as, I don't know, a biology nerd or something, that only
Yes,
the
me too.
mammals fell asleep and the two
Oh.
inanimate creatures were fine.
Oh, I didn't notice
I
that.
loved that.
If a dummy had written this, they all would have fallen asleep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that.
I didn't notice that. Good job, whoever wrote this. Ian Fleming?
What?
Yeah, Ian Fleming.
That would be amazing. I mean, maybe that was in the original Bomb book.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, speaking of our heroes, Beth, you wanted to know what a Tin Man was.
Yeah, that was the
Oh.
question I had because I was like, okay, I get what a scarecrow is.
Sure. We all
I
do. It scares
understand
crows.
what a lion is.
Yeah.
What is a tin? Is it like a robot? Like, what is he? What is he supposed to be like? Because he's like chopping down trees. Like,
yeah.
what is his job?
he's the industrial age.
Sure.
But that's a made up thing. Like,
I guess.
a Tin Man is not a real
Can
thing.
I just remember this because you keep saying Tin Man. Can I
Yeah.
just quickly say that, like, you know, in the book they call him the Tin Woodsman because, like, that's what he did. He was a woodsman who chopped down trees, and I, like, it flabbergasted my childish brain. Like, how can he be made of tin and wood? It doesn't make any sense. Because I had, like, watched the movie, and I'm like, where's the wood? There's no wood. He's all metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it was a woodsman made of tin.
Yeah, but I never thought about that.
Like,
That
what
he's
is
not
it?
an existing.
Is he though? Maybe there was like
Yeah.
a weird thing where like you put up a weird statue in your forest you're about to chop down to tell people, hey, get out of this forest, we're gonna chop it down.
Yeah, see, I guess I would buy industrialization. He's like the first tree chopping machine.
Yeah, like as a metaphor, but like you're right. There's not a literal, as far as I know, there's not a literal Tin Man.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, they
I'm
didn't know
with you.
about robots back then.
What are you talking about? I'm sure
he's
there was
not a
some like
robot.
H.G. Wells nerd who was just like, oh, and then an artificial man will come.
That's what I think I think he's like supposed to be a robot,
Ooh, creepy.
but like a machine, like something that would chop down
Yeah,
trees.
yeah,
But like, yeah, I want to know the lore behind the Tin
yeah.
Man.
Right?
I mean, is he just an axe personified? Oh. Like, are we thinking too futuristic?
I don't know. There's like 12 of those books, so maybe the later books
Oh, really?
get into it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Apparently Disney really wanted those books.
Oh,
They
yeah?
Really wanted, yeah.
Get them
So-
rights.
Well, right, because when it opens on this thing. When we enter the Technicolor world, there's this incredible set, and it reminded me of one of the original Disney animatronic
Oh,
Yeah.
pieces.
totally.
I was
Feeling that
like,
big
was
time,
Disney
too.
influenced by this? And apparently, it's the other way around. That Snow
Ooh.
White and the Seven Dwarfs, I think, came out in 1938.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a major inspiration for the Wizard of Oz, and in fact, I guess the Wicked Witches are similar to
Oh,
each
sure.
other.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it reminds the like Munchkin Land and all of that reminds me of Mary Poppins, kind of.
Mm.
I guess they didn't have sets though. That's all drawn.
Mm-hmm.
The like magic world.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it is very like Disneyland esque.
Especially with the water and everything else. I was like, this is a ride at
It's
Disney.
Yeah.
intense. Like they really pull out all the stops for that reveal.
Yeah.
It's magical.
Yeah.
Like it
It's
is
very cool.
it's really cool.
Mhm.
Like that shot from when it goes from black and white to color, that must have been like
Yeah.
if you hadn't seen a color film
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, were people like flipping?
I was
their
just
chairs,
I was wondering
like,
that when she
ripping their
opened the
chairs
door
open?
of the house, like I did think that. I'm just like, this must have blown some people's fucking minds.
Yeah.
Right? Like some kid who's only ever seen like maybe just like some little shorts, you know, like some black and white like Steamboat Willie type crap in the theater. Suddenly like she opens the door and it's like this crazy
Yeah.
just burst of color and like
Oh, yeah.
weird vinyl flowers and
The Rite of spring up in there.
yeah.
People tearing each other's throats
Oh,
out.
you think they just went nuts?
Yeah.
like literally lost their minds? What is reality?
That looks like just outside.
It's a window. Yeah.
Jumping
Oh, they had to
through the
replace so many movie screens.
Yeah, it looks great. Even now, like, I mean, you can tell it's filmed a long ago.
Yeah.
But, like, the sets look great.
Yeah.
They look fake in a great way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a fantasy world, like
Yeah.
you were saying, Beth. Those trees, those fucking apple trees.
Oh.
So good.
So good.
So weird.
And it's like, obviously someone in, like, a body sock just, like, wiggling
Right.
around and
Yeah.
being grumpy.
Yeah. Oh, that must have been
I
fun to
love
be the
those
body
apple
sock
trees
guy,
so
right?
much.
At least for a few minutes. Probably got real hot.
Probably
Yeah.
real hot. Hey, get off my apples.
Yeah. I just love how they were so I love how they were offended that their apples had worms in them.
Yeah.
Like they took personal pride in those apples.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess you would too if you were just growing fruit on your body.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and I think he made a legitimate point that if someone walked up and just picked something off of you,
Yes.
that is quite rude.
Yes. Hey,
Yeah.
teens.
Hey, that's right. You're at the apple orchard?
Yeah.
Cool it with that apple picking.
Hey,
Ask permission
ask
first.
permission before you pick them apples.
Yeah, you want to get some of that sweet fruit?
Oh.
Cool it.
Yeah.
Check in
Yes.
with the bearer of that fruit.
Yes, exactly. And let the record show this is both a metaphor and literal because
Yeah.
don't just walk on some dude's orchard or lady's orchard.
Yeah. You don't walk them on someone's wood
Yeah.
without their
Oh.
permission.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know,
Come on.
Oh boy.
just say Buster Brown so we can
That's also what was going through my head. I was like, I know what he wants to say.
I wasn't even thinking it.
I know. You weren't thinking it, but you're like,
you were feeling it.
"Buh."
Yeah.
Anyway, apples were great. They were weird little Muppet tree things.
Yeah. I mean, they look fantastic.
Mhm.
And all the different Munchkin people, which
Oh my God, that
Beth, I believe you
was-
bet there was the Lollipop Guild,
Yep.
the Peppermint Gang,
Yes.
and the women. You got one.
Yeah.
You got one.
Yeah.
I was thinking that there were three groups that come up and sing. There are
There
only
kinda
two,
were.
but there's also like a bunch of other like randos, that
Yeah,
sing,
yes, there are.
including a coroner with a crazy hat.
I feel like that counted as a third group because that was like the municipal employees of
Yeah.
Munchkinland. It
There's
was
like
like
a
the mayor
mayor,
and
yeah.
like I assume the city council who are just like shouting at him like, we need to confirm the witch is dead because of course bureaucracy, you gotta like triple check everything. You
Yeah.
can't just execute.
Yeah.
So it was the Lollipop Guild, and then who were the
The
adorable-
Lullaby League.
The
Lullaby
Lullaby League.
And those were the women.
Yes,
Yeah.
they were ballerinas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the Lollipop Guild and the Lullaby League were in
Fierce rivals?
like centuries of bloody warfare, and then were unified under the iron fist of the Wicked Witch of the East?
Yeah. And now it's all going to fall apart.
Oh
Like,
no.
India and Pakistan? I don't know enough about this.
Yeah, you don't
Back
know.
out.
Back out. Yeah, that was the first of what I consider many like potential issues in the Land of Oz that are left completely unresolved. Because like from what we are told, most of this land is like has been under like very specific governance for a long while, and then Dorothy comes in and just like disrupts the entire system,
Yeah,
like
she
systematically as she walks down that road.
Assassinates one of their leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah, two of
Yeah.
them.
Okay. So she
Yeah.
arrives in the East,
Munchkinland.
presumably, but that's where the Wicked Witch of the East rules.
Yes.
But then also the Munchkins tell Glenda the Good Witch, so they got like a channel to her.
Munchkinland is in northeast.
Yeah, I think
It's right on the
they are an
border. Yeah.
occupied territory by the Wicked Witch of the East.
But Glenda doesn't seem like she's doing shit
I think
to
she,
like
yeah.
free the people at all. God, she just shows
you know,
up in her
she-
goddamn
she's-
bubble.
Yeah, exactly. She's probably
Literally living inside a
she's
bubble.
probably grifting them. Like she's probably like, oh, we're just I just need enough resources, then I can get you all out of here. Like she's just running a scam on them, just to pay for her fucking bubble cab every time.
Yeah.
I think they're all bad witches, if I'm going to be real.
Ooh.
She just dresses like a good witch.
Yeah, it's all optics.
But then she says that the difference between good witches and bad witches is their appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's right.
harsh.
Yeah, all bad witches are ugly.
Although, really, Dorothy jumped to the conclusion on her own that witches must be ugly.
Well,
Yes.
she's got, I mean,
She's 11 or whatever.
And I know this premise was thoroughly explored in the musical Wicked.
oh yeah.
And that was in the back of my mind watching The Wizard of Oz. But I noticed that most of the lines that the Wicked Witch of the West says, depending on your tone, were very positive. She called people pretty and beauties and was like, I can't wait for you to come over. Like, if she said it in a different way, you would assume nice things.
I mean, she also threatens to kill her, right? And
Well,
kill
I
her
mean,
dog.
that's when it shifts. But I think, like, leading right up to that.
I mean,
I
the
think
part
it
where
could be a
she's like, I'm going to
miscommunication.
drown your dog.
Ah, that was so sad.
There are a lot of characters in the Land of Oz that I feel like they have suffered through hardship and maybe are just doing what they know, but like ultimately they're not bad people, right? Like the trees are just defending themselves.
Yeah, trees are fine.
Monkeys are, I don't know, it's all they have,
That's
right?
their job.
Yeah,
Like, everybody's like, when the witch is killed,
they're pretty pumped about
they're
it.
like, oh, great.
Yeah,
But
I
those
mean, but
they're
that's-
gonna tear each other apart.
That's
though.
some real just following order shit right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's also that's like one of the other ones.
Those like monkeys and guards, if they were really like that happy that the witch is dead,
They could have done
They
something
could have done
about it.
something.
Yeah.
I think it was
They
like
were armed.
yeah, I think it was like a
She's magic, though.
oh, that's true.
Oh, she's
magical.
magic, but she has to turn over an hourglass. What is that business?
We're
okay, you're
all
gonna
over
get
the
talk
place.
about
You're
that?
real
God damn
fired
it.
up. Do you want to talk about the hourglass right now?
Hold on. Let's just okay. I just want to make it clear that like literally Dorothy is leaving like a trail of chaos and bloodshed in her wake. Okay, Wicked Witch of the East gone. The mayor, who I'm sure was just put there as a figurehead by the witch, not an elected official at all, which is probably why those people immediately swoop in on him to try to like get some
I
leverage.
got to curry favor.
Oh, there's going to be a huge like power grab there.
Oh, yeah. And then the wizard.
Yeah, Wizard, the Witch of the West, she melts the West. Those guards, like, as much as they're like, oh, hail Dorothy, this is great. Here, take the broom with my compliments. The second they leave, them and the monkeys are going to start tearing each other apart for control of that castle.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I think you're right. I think the wizard was escaping because the wizard knew shit was going to go down.
Oh, he definitely did.
Yeah.
That's why he's like, I'm putting these 3 incompetent boobs in charge in my place. It's their fault if anything goes wrong.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
a lot
whole-
of power vacuums.
That whole land is just going to collapse into
Glenda's
war.
Gonna consolidate power.
I think she is.
She's the only one left.
She is the only one left. Unless there's
Maybe
like a
the
good witch of the
South?
South.
There's got to be a good witch of the South.
You think she swoops in and like takes control and Dorothy comes back? And I don't remember what the plot of Return to Oz is other than it's fucking terrifying. But yeah, there's some evil people in that.
Geopolitical warfare?
Maybe like there is like she does come back to like at least in the movie. I haven't read the book, but she comes back to Oz and it is sort of just like, oh no, what happened? And a lot of the plot I think literally is like, oh, after you left, it was horrible.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. My point is Dorothy is playing with power she doesn't understand. She's making huge assumptions about the wizard the whole time. Like she starts out very doubtful at the beginning, like, oh, maybe he can't do anything, but at least you won't be any worse off than you are right now, Scarecrow. By the time she gets to the lion, she's just like, oh yeah, he'll definitely be able to help you. Like, what happened?
Earning that
I
confidence.
groupthink.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
totally what it is.
I mean, as soon as she's got other people on her
yeah,
side.
you're right.
Yeah.
That's totally what it
You
is.
know, you're blaming Dorothy, but really it's everyone's problem.
Sure. I'm not saying it's only her fault. I'm just saying
Well,
she
and she's so
instigated
shifty
it.
at the beginning too. She's like, she gets celebrated for killing the Wicked Witch of the East, and
It's a
then
taste of power.
gets taste of power. And then when the Wicked Witch of the West shows up, she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to." So she tried to take both
She's very
credit and
manipulative.
yeah.
is what
Well,
I'm
she's
saying.
11.
Yeah, that's true. So basically, what we're understanding is that Oz is such an infantile place that if she had played her cards right, Dorothy could have ruled that place
Absolutely.
with an iron fist.
Yeah.
I mean, she essentially was queen.
Yeah.
Like, she just showed up and they're like, we're going to take care of you.
Yeah.
In every sense of the
Here's a
word.
carriage ride around a couple of feet.
Okay. Oh, that was the thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay, good.
Yeah. What? They take carriages so many times that they go like 10 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they could walk every In fact, everybody else walks.
Yeah.
See?
Well, that's how you know. They're
She's
special.
royalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of those carriages she had a fine time getting out of, I noticed.
Which
There's
what?
a lot happening. Judy Garland is trying to get out of one of these very slender, weird-looking carriages. Looked entirely too small for her. She has to, like, gracefully hop out, and she does a beautiful job. But you can tell it is a struggle. It is a struggle to make it look simple. So, yeah,
You think
I
that was
know,
a
she fan.
multi-take?
It might
issue?
have been.
Judy, you got to get out of the carriage now. Oh, but it's just too small.
Who made this? I made it for an 11-year-old. I'm 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I nailed pig slop.
Yeah,
fence
you
walk.
did. I'm impressed. I thought you were full of shit.
And then she falls in, and the farmhands, to their credit, scramble because those pigs would destroy
They
her.
would
Oh,
rip her
yeah.
apart from limb.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially if there's piglets around. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
forget
jeez.
about it.
Yeah, they actually played that. Like, at least Zeke, who is also the Cowardly Lion, like, he
Yeah.
actually played that, like, very real.
Yeah.
Like, he did seem, like, genuinely panicked and then, like, genuinely flustered after, like, pulling them out of there. Like, he
Yeah.
really was, like, fearful of his life. And the other two just make fun of him. And Dorothy makes fun of him, too. It's like, you don't even realize what he just saved you from.
Yeah, you get
Ugh.
mauled by pigs.
Yeah.
They're, you
They're
don't mess around.
vicious.
And they are hundreds of pounds. They can be.
Yeah.
And they will rip your muscle tissue out with one bite.
What? I
Yeah.
feel like I'm being gaslit right now.
No. Beth.
Are pigs really terrifying?
Well, they can be. Like
a
if
group of them.
if a kid were to like fall into a little it's pig slop fence
pen.
hole
Pig
or
pen.
whatever, and there's a sow with a litter, right? Like a newborn
Yeah,
litter.
okay.
That sow will rip that kid's leg off without even thinking about it.
Really?
Yeah.
With what?
Its mouth.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they're omnivores.
Yeah, they
You ever
don't
seen
care.
Snatch?
They are?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's how they get rid of a body. in
Yeah, there's
Snatch.
a lot of pigs eating bodies in Snatch.
Yeah.
Oh.
You like Dags? That's also in Snatch.
Yes,
I
it
don't
is.
know
Very
what that
good.
is.
Good job. I do like Dags, for the record.
Speaking of Dags.
Yeah. Oh, Toto.
Toto, hero
Oh,
dog.
is that what a
Jesus.
dag is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toto is
Toto's amazing.
the best part of this movie.
Oh my God.
He's the goodest dog there ever was.
Yes. Yes.
And guess
Well-
what? She's the goodest.
She's
Yeah.
a she.
Her name
Toto-
is Terry, and she starred in 18 films.
But then also Toto is credited as
As
Toto.
Toto.
Well, she didn't get credited properly. That's
Okay.
true. Anyone will tell you that on Wikipedia.
Oh, anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone will tell you
The
that?
elite Wikipedia.
On any Wikipedia page you look at, if you scroll down to the bottom,
Yep.
it will let you know.
Yes.
Toto did not
Literally
get credit
any
properly.
Wikipedia page, it will be like Toto the dog right at the end.
This dog was so
So
sweet.
good.
And I was
The
so
goodest.
glad because it was just great. It was a great dog all the way through. And there's this moment where the Cowardly Lion is crying, and Beth pointed out that even as Dorothy is holding Toto, Toto has reached out her tiny little paw and is resting it on the Cowardly Lion.
She's consoling
Yeah.
the lion. It's
I
so
feel like-
sweet.
I feel like we need to appreciate both Toto the character in the movie and
Yeah.
also the actress playing Toto because like that dog is such a good dog. Like goodest dog, like the character is the goodest dog in the world.
Yeah.
But the dog itself so good. Like I was delighted every time they'd like link arms and start skipping. Literally every time Toto would be like right next to them, looking up at them, wagging his tail, and would get so startled when they start skipping. But then she's right back into it, following them along, and it was delightful.
She
So
saves
cute.
the day like all of the
100
time.
times.
Oh, so much.
Escapes from the witch both
She-
in the past and in Oz.
She
Yeah.
should be running Oz if
Yeah.
they need
Yeah.
a power figure.
Toto should be running us.
Who
That's
really
probably why
run
she
us?
jumped out of the
The
balloon.
balloon.
She saw
Oh.
that cat, and the cat is like, "Soon I will be in control," which it totally would, because all the people in Oz are idiots, and cats are incredibly good at drawing people into their influence.
Yeah.
Toto saw what was about to happen.
Toto's the only one who sees behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Although I feel like they could have trained Toto to pull that curtain with her mouth
Instead of just tying it
attaching
to her
the
collar. They didn't have
You
a lot of
know-
time. They already had to train her to get up on that combine
Yeah.
and
just
to
sit there, yeah.
not bite a guy in a monkey costume.
Fair enough.
Although that would have been authentic, I suppose.
Jump through the window.
What?
Yeah, Toto. Toto jumps through the window like a big jump through the window
Oh
early on.
yeah, when she runs away. Oh,
There's
Yeah.
a couple
when
of
she runs away from the witch,
excellent
or not the
window
witch.
jumping
Gulch.
moments.
Toto could climb mountains, climbing all that.
So good at
stone.
climbing.
Very good.
Jump to the witch castle.
Oh man.
Can we talk about the Cowardly Lion's jump out of the window?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we can just talk about the lion in general
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
if you want.
let's do that.
Okay. They meet the lion,
Yeah.
and he buffaloes them.
Yeah. What? Can we talk about this?
Is that a real? What is that word? Like, what is that?
As a verb, it means to intimidate.
Does it?
I believe so. Tweet at us, word heads.
All right. What?
Does it?
I don't know. Why should I trust him?
Look at him. He
Any
seems to know what
Wikipedia
he's
page
talking
will
about.
tell
He's
you.
smiling.
Oh,
He knows what he's talking
you
about.
are like a munchkin of Oz right now.
In what way?
Just trusting whoever comes along with any sign of wisdom or
we
pleasant.
represent the Bethkins gang.
But anyway, then Dorothy just full on swats
Oh,
him in the nose.
so good.
And it looks like she made real
Yeah,
contact.
I think
Yeah.
she did.
Smacked
I think
him in
she
the
did.
face.
Yeah.
And he's great, but also the worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think he does it well.
I do too. I think whoever that guy is, the actor, crushes that
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just the character itself is irritating.
He's all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then what Molly's referring to is when they book it out of Oz to go get the broom, right?
Yeah, just
They have been hired as assassins
Yeah.
to kill the one other person left in
He's
power.
trying to create the power vacuum.
Mhm.
Lion books it out of there, runs down the hall, and then just takes a hard right, jumps through a window.
It's amazing.
Cut
too.
to black.
Yeah, yeah. The cut
End
to
of
black.
movie.
What is?
Like they came down that same hallway. He
Right.
knows it goes back to the city.
He knows
Like
where
what
it goes.
scared him at that moment that he had to just fucking bolt out that
Ooh,
window?
maybe it's like how cats freak out with like cucumbers and shit. Maybe there was like a little
Cucumber?
something. Yeah, like there was
I
just
mean, all
a
that
little.
green, that Emerald City.
Exactly. Maybe there's just like a little divot in the green glass, and he thought it was a pickle / snake or whatever, and just went for it.
Yeah.
Maybe you know what it was. Maybe it was like, as long as I'm in this hallway, the wizard can see me. So he just like the
just-
anxiety just kept building up as he ran down that hallway. Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
But I think all three of those, the lion, the witch in the wardrobe,
Yep.
no. Tin Man, and the straw man, Molly, their physicality is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
they
don't
were
know their
great.
backgrounds, but
Yeah.
I would believe they all are Cirque du Soleil clowns.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're amazing.
And they all have their own, like they all actually, like the physicality like is specific to the character, which is super
Yeah.
cool. It's not
Yeah.
just like they're all bumbling goofballs.
Yeah.
Like they have very specific physicality.
Yeah. Scarecrow's like this rubbery dude. He just keeps like falling down and popping up.
Yeah,
and
I love how.
Oh, his knees must be destroyed.
Right. I hope there's some padding under those big
Yeah,
pants.
right?
I mean, it's all that straw.
That's true. Maybe they just packed a bunch of straw in the knee area. Yeah, because
so
I
itchy.
loved how like at no point did they stop committing to that. Like for the entire movie, there would like even if it's like just like a quick shot of them running, he
Yep.
would stumble at least once because he's got shitty legs because they're made out of straw.
Yeah. Yeah. And the Tin Man's rigid.
Tin
Like,
Man does that
He
incredible
walks like
lean.
a
Oh,
robot.
that's like a Michael
Can we
Jackson.
talk about that
line.
lean?
That lean was
Oh.
amazing.
The best lean I've ever seen.
Probably.
In a movie. He does like dance move lean.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, right?
He does
Yeah.
do the Michael Jackson
Yeah, he
thing
said it.
I didn't say
before
that.
Michael
said
Jackson
it.
did it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Wow, you think Michael Jackson took that from the Tin Man?
I mean, he probably like
Tin Man probably took it from someone else, some other person of color
like
performer.
famous vaudeville or
before,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. That's actually probably true.
It had never occurred to me until watching The Wizard of Oz this time that the straw man is essentially C-3PO.
Yes.
Yeah.
Constantly getting his body parts torn off and thrown in various places.
Yeah. Like he's.
But yes.
They kind of are all C-3PO, right? Like
Right.
they're all like different elements of C-3PO.
because the lion's got the anxiety
Yeah.
of C-3PO.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Tin Man has the body.
Tin Man's got the physical appearance,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And then the Scarecrow's got the
like,
falling apartness.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Toto is R2D2.
Toto is definitely R2.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Toto's probably leveling some dirty comments at him.
Oh, like barking some like.
Yeah, barking some rude stuff.
Probably, yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Well, I never.
What?
Was that a good C-3PO? No.
It was really good.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Oh. Oh, you know what? I realized in this movie, she doesn't say, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Yeah, right?
She says, I have a feeling we're not in
Yes.
Kansas
Right.
anymore.
But before we move off of
All right.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, we should come back around to Civil Union,
Oh.
discard, Netflix, and chill.
Yeah, I have to say, seeing this movie
boy.
really changed my mind about a couple of things.
Yes.
Speaking of moves, the Tin Man had some moves.
Oh yeah, there was a moment during the Tin Man song. They all had their little song about like if I only had whatever.
Yeah.
There was a moment where like the Tin Man just showed like he had a twinkle in his eye, showed a little bit of swagger.
Beautiful
as he-
blue eyes,
As
the
he
Tin Man.
discussed like what he would do if he had a heart and like the emotions he would feel. And Molly was like into it.
Yeah, you were like swooning.
Yeah, you were swooning about this
and
weird.
Beth was too.
I get it.
Yeah.
He was like, I would love art and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
He
Okay,
was
but if it was hickory, would have been the same effect.
Hickory?
Yeah, he's a good
Like the
looking
real guy?
right?
Oh, the
man.
real guy? If he were doing those moves.
Yeah.
I would actually love to see him doing those moves in his weird farm getup
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
because I want to know how much of it was the costume.
Like supported his ankles or whatever.
Just in general, like maybe like you know what I mean? How sometimes like some guys, it's like they shave their beard, and something it's just like
Oh,
who's
right.
that?
Oh,
and
sure.
it's like so the magic is gone or
Oh,
something.
or it's like a man in uniform
Mhm.
or a woman or a person of non-specific. Yeah.
Yeah, like I almost wonder if it's like that, where like if you were to see him, the actor, do the same moves without the Tin Man costume, if you just be like,
I don't know. I feel like he overcame the Tin Man costume.
but I mean, it gives him like that broad chest and those strong arms.
Please don't go on.
Mom.
Emphasizes
blushing.
it emphasizes his blue eyes because
Yeah.
of the silver paint on his
Yeah.
eyes.
It's true. And yeah, he's all right. I changed my rankings based on watching this.
Okay.
Because the Cowardly Lion was 1,000 times more annoying than even I'd remembered. I remembered him being very annoying as a child. I tried to respect him and appreciate him, but
And he was an animal. You do love animals.
I know. That didn't even save it. And I have to say, I respect the actor a great deal. It was a beautiful performance. I just find the character terrible, and I decided I would have to discard the lion for sure, and that I would want to spend a lot of time with the Tin Man. So I think Civil Union there, and then just for some kind of one night Netflix and chill, Strawman.
Just to know.
Well,
Like,
it's
just to know what it's-
just to know.
yeah. Because honestly, like, don't you want to know?
What's
Right?
Those
What's
overalls?
under those pants?
Yeah.
Like, obviously his legs don't work very well, but who knows what's
Hey,
going
he
on?
packing? They say, hey, it's for horses.
What? What?
I don't
What?
know. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be the shortest date ever.
Bovin fodder, as the wizard called
Yeah.
him.
I don't know what I said before.
Yeah, what did he
Oh,
say
I can
before?
tell you. You were Netflix and chill with Strawman.
Yeah.
Discard the Tin Man and Civil Union with the Lion.
Oh, I swapped the Tin Man and the Lion.
So you're...
I'm still Netflix and chill with that straw man.
Uh-huh.
Just wiggling all around.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Uh-huh.
And then I also agree that the Lion is the worst. So, and then that leaves me. I mean, that Tin Man's got a heart.
Yeah.
So that seems
Yeah.
like an
So
easy
you're union
civil union
unioning?
choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See those eyes every day?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remembered being a little annoyed by the Tin Man. I think I thought he was more stuck up, but he's not. Maybe I was just mapping C-3PO onto him.
Yeah, or maybe you were like just projecting like, oh, a robotic man.
Yeah.
He must not feel.
But he's not a robot. He's a
He's
tin
He's just
woodsman
a man made of tin.
who cuts wood.
He's hollow. It doesn't matter.
I guess a toy. Maybe there were Tinsman toys.
Ooh, maybe there were toys.
Oh. That I would believe.
Yeah, that's
like a
probably what
nutcracker
that is.
kind of thing, except
Yeah.
it's just like a little, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
totally
Tin-
what that
tin
is.
guy.
Tin toy.
Tin toy.
We'll look it up.
like a
Or
tin.
Channing Tatum, or whoever.
Yeah.
The historical toy maker equivalent of Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Tweet at us. Channing Tatum.
Ah.
You're welcome. Okay.
So, Beth, are you sticking with Netflix and chill with Tin Man?
No, I would switch the Tin Man and Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
But
Oh,
I was
hesitation.
correct. Discard the lion.
yeah, you were absolutely
that was the one that I
correct.
knew for sure.
What did I
Yep.
say?
You said you would discard the Straw Man, Civil Union with Tin Man,
Yeah.
and the only one who cared to Netflix and chill with the Lion. Except
Look.
for me, I changed mine.
Look. He came from a troubled past. He is maybe abandoned by his pride, right? He lives in that jungle
Aw.
alone. He doesn't
Yeah.
understand himself. He's just looking for connection, right? Obviously, I don't want to live with the guy, right? Like, no, that'd be,
He's being like a desperate lover?
huh?
Is that where you're going?
A little bit, but also I'm saying maybe I could just bring him a little confidence.
Oh, all right.
You know, just like
Oh.
one beautiful night of Netflix and chilling, and just make him feel better about himself, right? I'm just saying,
Wow.
like, I feel like it would be
Wow.
good for him, and again, he would be very interested in how I was feeling because he would desperately want me to be happy.
Sure.
What were the
Yeah.
other ones? Discard the scarecrow?
He might.
Yeah, fuck him. There's nothing between those legs. You're all playing a fool's game. You're all playing a fool's game. It's all straw. Sylvie with a Tin Man, though.
Yeah.
Stable. Solid.
Are you at all worried about the chill is over with the lion?
Oh, like, how do I get rid of him?
He turns. He runs out of your house and jumps out of your window. Like, is that going to be a blow to the ego?
Oh, for him?
Oh, for you to see someone just jump out a window after you've
Well, the
chilled?
only way he would do that is if I, like, startled him. Like, the wizard, like, shot fire from, like, 8 different places and screamed at him. So as long as we, like, just ended in a quiet way, and I was like, let's just watch an episode of Grand Design. What do you think of this treehouse or whatever? And I'm like, oh, sun's coming up. My husband, the Tin Man, is coming home. You should probably get out of here, but it's fine. You've still got a couple hours.
At that moment,
Just use
turn,
the door.
run, jump out the window.
I'll think about it. I see what you're saying. I definitely have to strategize.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose a window.
You just got to plan ahead.
You just got to plan ahead.
That Tin Man could probably put new one in there.
Pardon?
The Tin Man could probably
Yeah,
put a new
that's
window
true.
in.
But then what happens? Then the lion's feeling horrible again. Like, oh, I broke the window. Oh.
Is he Rodney Dangerfield?
I don't know. What did he sound like?
I don't get no respect for the wizard.
Oh, there we go. That's better. I'm trying to remember how he talked. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. There's mostly crying.
you
Not
get
a
up,
put him up. Put him up.
Put him up, yeah. I'm a lion.
What?
I don't care how chill you kept your Netflix night.
Uh-huh.
I feel like he would cry afterwards.
Well, that's fine. Sometimes crying is good, right?
Yeah.
Some like just so that he's in touch with himself, but then he can reflect. Listen, we can still talk on the phone. Like I'll still be friends with him. Like I just want him to be okay. Unlike the rest of you monsters who just toss him like some garbage. Jesus. Who knows what he's going to turn into if he's abandoned again? Probably become like some monster just killing people with his lion claws.
That's not my responsibility.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
yeah.
You're just like Dorothy. Just coming in,
just
disrupting
destroy-
everything.
Destroy
and
a theme. We're like,
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely what she is.
Distraughty.
Molly's was better.
So I want to get with that straw man.
What?
I want to get with that straw man.
oh,
You just wanted to
you
get
just
back
wanna
to
get
that?
straw in there?
Distraw.
There's nothing there. You're all fooling yourselves.
There's something there.
But if you had a fight, you'd get into a straw man argument.
Ah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So
I do want to say that in the same way I was surprised at Casablanca, I was surprised at the sensitivity of all of these men in a movie from 1,000 years ago.
sure.
Yeah.
Like all 3 of them are like very in touch with their emotions. Like
Yes.
none of them are like I don't know, none of them are big tough guys.
Isn't it supposed to be kind of for humor though?
I mean,
A
for
little
the
bit. There's a
lion
little-
it is because the lion is like,
All over the place.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he like sings that song and he says that he's a sissy
Yeah.
and another word I can't remember
He
what
says
it was.
he's a dandy.
Dandelion.
A dandy.
lion.
Which is like a pun on
Ah, I get it.
whatever. But still, yeah.
But
It's
still, like
1939.
even the other 2 are both like very just caring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very
And they do
caring.
care for each other, which is really
Yeah,
nice.
And I guess it's nice that they're never like, there's never a scene where they're just like, get out of the way, Dorothy, I'll save you.
that's
It's more
true.
just like they're all a team.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
just-
appreciate that,
Yeah.
especially from 1939.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a prejudice of mine to think that the past is backwards in
Yeah.
terms of
What?
gender roles.
Sure. And then Auntie M was clearly in charge of that farm.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily like on paper, but
yeah.
Uncle
Come on.
Henry, for sure, let her
Super
make
chill.
like
all
literally
the decisions. I
Yeah,
think she probably
like,
had to do more than
half
her
of
fair
his time in the movie was just standing there with a hat while she put chicks in it.
share. Yeah, and kind of chuckling.
Yeah, and then that other time where he like bafflingly kept like seemingly offering a paintbrush to Miss Gulch.
Oh, yeah. I guess we're talking about Miss Gulch. She's the worst.
Yeah.
She's the witch from Sapia Land,
Sepia Land.
Yes.
Dust
Yeah.
Alley.
Yeah.
And she literally says she wants to destroy Toto.
And she says, and they specifically say she owns like half the county. She's
Yeah.
a fucking
Land
baroness.
baron.
And she's unmarried.
Ooh, the
The
worst.
The worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. Is like at the very end, Toto and everybody's reunited, but there is still a warrant out, basically.
Yeah. I mean,
The
are
law
we
is not on Toto's side.
are we to believe that Miss Gulch?
Did she die?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Is that what that was about? She actually dies? I mean, that makes sense.
You
She
think- Do you
melted.
think Dorothy sleepwalk murdered her?
No, I just mean she could
yeah.
have died in the
Tornado.
Oh,
Like legit died.
sure.
'Cause
Maybe.
nobody says anything about like, and Toto's safe,
Right.
right?
That's true.
Yeah, it's left hanging.
It is
for
left
sure.
hanging.
I don't know. You get the sense that they're all pulling around Dorothy, and like they're gonna find a way to keep Toto around.
Mm-hmm.
They just gotta hide Toto.
Or there's an amazing sequel that's where like a courtroom drama.
Yeah. But speaking of that tornado,
Yeah.
looks great.
Yeah.
Looks really great.
Amazing.
Like real good.
Like there's doors flying off and stuff.
And like the tornadoes in the actual the thingy
Yeah. How did they do
in the
that?
background. I don't know, projection, like a screen maybe.
You think?
Oh yeah.
It
Oh.
looks like 3-dimensional to me. That's
know,
why it
that's
was
what I was
like,
trying to figure
what
out.
kind of thing did they have to build to make
Yeah.
it look like
That's
that?
crazy. It looks really good.
real.
And there's like a lot of wind.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Tumbleweeds. Yeah, everything about it's great.
And then we see the cow that Twister pulls in, the
No.
iconic Twister cow. But
Mhm.
really, it's an iconic
Wizard.
Wizard of Oz cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh really? A cow goes flying by?
When she's
Yeah.
in the house and a bunch
Looking
of
out
stuff
the-
is flying
Oh,
through
The
yes.
weird
window.
Twister TV window
Mhm.
Oh.
that is also like a dreamscape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks
And
great.
that's where you see Miss Gulch turn into the witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes from a bike to a
Broom.
broom.
Stick.
She goes bike to broomstick in a
Wow.
few moments.
I wish everyone could just see that because Dan just like turned to me like I said that 5 minutes ago, right?
True
fine.
Totes will remember
fine.
Molly doesn't listen to Dan.
That is true. That is true.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Yeah, she gets out a broomstick, and I was thinking about her costume, the witch's costume.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
with a hat with a veil on it?
Oh, I didn't really notice the veil,
Mm.
but just like I don't know, it was perfect. Like
She was
the,
great.
that green color
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
the perfect green,
Yes.
Yeah.
and it was just like a rich color, and then just like classic witch outfit. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it was classic in 1939
I don't
or
know.
whatever, but I don't know. Just it's very simple, just like green ass face,
Mhm.
black witch costume, nailed it.
She was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
So good.
Mm-hmm.
She's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, apparently
she got
they took
that witch laugh down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took it from Snow White though.
What?
The inspiration
Oh,
for that
yeah.
character. But also what I found interesting about because she's got the classic black witch hat,
Mm-hmm.
but then she has like a tie that goes around it, and it's like a little. It's tied in back, and it's like a little veil of black tulle,
Mm.
which is a creepy addition I haven't seen incorporated in other witch costumes.
Interesting.
You thought it was a veil, like a commentary on how Miss Gulch is unmarried?
I mean,
Or that she is a bride of Satan.
Oh,
Oh.
going
I-
down
I mean,
below.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's not like an explicit veil, like
Sure.
a wedding veil, but it's just so much more there than I think I've seen it. Usually the hat is just this independent thing flopped on top.
I mean, maybe she was talking to her sister or friend or whatever, the Wicked Witch of the East, and she was like, "You got to see these fucking hats these Munchkins make. They're incredible." And she was like, "Oh, I can make a fancy hat. I don't need any of your weird, brightly colored subjects. Monkey Man, make me a better hat." And the monkey, it's a monkey, so it
Yeah.
just like took a piece of tool and just kind of like
Yeah. Those actors being monkeys crush it too.
they do.
Yeah.
Hopping around like monkeys.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that whole scene where they're like flying away in the forest, in the haunted forest, that's like,
It's cool.
yeah, that must have taken forever to set up. Like, think of all the like rigs and stuff that they have.
Yeah. Yeah, those like coming in for a landing.
Yeah,
Forget about it.
forget about it.
And it was
the
a
haunted
scary
forest.
sequence. It wasn't as scary as I remember it, but also it went by so much faster than I remember.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, the whole pacing of this movie
And it
is
moves.
that
Except
the
when it doesn't.
introductory scene. What?
Except when it doesn't. So-
Well, for real. But the introductory scene where Dorothy arrives in Oz and kills the Wicked Witch of the East, and it gets certified, and there are the guilds that come through. Like, all that stuff feels like it takes forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, she meets every other character. They set everything up like
man.
boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole like welcome to Munchkinland thing was insane, but 2 took forever.
Yeah.
Like literally every time they would go to a new part of the set, more doors would open and more Munchkins would come out, and every time just like there's more.
Yeah. They probably were
That's
just
so
like,
funny.
this is when we meet color, like fucking lay it out.
Yeah.
That definitely seemed to be
We're
what it
gonna
was.
blow people's
That definitely seemed
minds.
what it was. It was like Metro Golden Mile. It was like, if you're gonna have Colorland, have 15 minutes of a bunch of children and little people in color costumes just jumping around.
I'm not paying for 3 different cameras to try to capture color for you to put 3 people on screen.
Yeah, exactly. Like he saw the footage of the Lollipop Guild and the Lullaby League, and he's just like, "That's it? No."
Give me a corridor with a big square head.
We're going there. We're going there.
Yeah, that corridor's great.
I mean, that's when you speak of amazing hats.
Yeah.
I mean, the coroner's hat was exquisite. I
Yeah.
can't even. It's like
It's
a
like a-
pontoon.
Yeah, it was kind of like a pontoon. It had like a rectangle brim that
Yeah.
curled
Yeah.
up at the side.
Yes.
And then the top was also a square.
Oh,
I don't know.
It was a great
beautiful.
hat.
And then everybody's got like cool mustaches and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I see. That's what I didn't think that part was too long.
Oh.
I enjoyed it because I think everything is like you said, like everything is cool to look at.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I enjoy it. I also like all the little songs that are
Yeah,
in it.
you also were singing along for
know.
like-
this
Yes,
movie.
and you knew the dance
Well, why
moves
did
too.
I did? Oh yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Mhm.
Sometimes I didn't even realize I was doing it. I did know this one. The Lollipop Guild. They do like a very specific like.
Yeah. Okay. I want to talk about those 3.
They're like 20s toughs.
They're,
Yeah.
yeah. Are they like stevedores? Like, are they like the Munchkinland like dock workers?
Oh.
Yeah, they were tough kids.
Yeah.
Tough
Oh,
guys.
Yeah. What does the Lollipop Guild
Like,
do?
what is right? Do you think is
Maybe
it
they
ju-
work in the Lollipop Factory.
or
The
it's
Lollipop League, right?
just Lullaby
No,
League?
Lullaby
Guild.
League. What does the Lullaby League
They
do?
put you to
They
sleep.
put you to sleep. Oh.
Oh.
Do you think the guild and league are the enforcers of the Wicked Witch of the East?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
that's why they're walking around on their toes.
Yeah.
Ballerinas. They're trying to
Yes.
keep quiet.
Lullaby
Sneak
League
up behind
yeah,
you.
The
Take
Lullaby
you out.
League is the Wicked Witch of the East assassins.
Yeah.
The guild is like her like enforcers. Just
Yeah.
like it's a nice candy morgue you got here. Be a shame if something happened to it. And then they like smash all of the countertop with their giant lollipops. That's what that lollipop's for.
Yeah.
Oh.
Smash shit up.
It's a weapon.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when she offered, that's why they offered it to Dorothy. It's like, you're our king, queen, witch now. You have killed the witch. You're our leader now.
Yeah.
Right? That's why
Yeah.
they offered the, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So the mayor is all bluster.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
mayor just is like swooping. He probably is just some random guy who owns a bunch of property.
But do you think the mayor routinely calls up the head of police to complain? The mayor's all over my ass.
Yes. Yes, I do. I think that was like the one thing he was still allowed to do under witch governance was call the chief of police. And then the chief of police was like, "What do you want me to do? The Lollipop Guild's all over the streets. My boys are getting whacked by the Lullaby League every night."
It's a war zone out there in Munchkin Land.
Oh, would watch this
Yeah,
film.
right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the gritty Munchkin Land.
Yeah, where the
Forget
Wicked Witch of
about
the
it.
East is
Jack,
still.
it's Munchkin Land.
Munchkin Land.
That's so
What?
for every single land. Forget about it.
I would absolutely watch that.
Uh,
The
Amazing.
Wicked Witch of the East gets a big.
the only way out of here is the yellow brick road.
Or the Red Brick Road.
Yeah. What was the red
Yeah,
brick road?
where the red brick road goes where the demons go.
Yeah.
That's part of the song lyrics. The song lyrics were amazing.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, they go something like the Wicked Witch is dead. She's gonna go where the demons go. Down, down, down. Something like that.
Oh shit.
Below.
Okay, yeah.
Down below.
That's definitely where that red road goes.
Yeah.
Like
Has
the
to
Wicked
be.
Witch of the East is like, take him down the red road.
So then maybe it doesn't matter when there's a multiple forks in the road for the gold,
Mm-hmm.
the yellow brick road.
You said it
Gold.
right.
Yeah. Okay. That it doesn't really matter what path it is as long as it's not red,
Sure.
right? Like I mean, it's like Blair Witch. Like any direction you take is going to end you up at Oz
Sure.
or at the Emerald City.
I mean, when you think about it, like the most harm she came to on that road was some apples getting thrown at her.
That's true. And she incited that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
scarecrow did.
But she took the fruits of that labor.
Ah,
did.
fruits.
Mm-hmm.
She did do
Labor.
that. What?
Labor.
It is labor to grow fruit. Read a book.
Yeah.
Hey.
Pick up a John McPhee novel. Nerds.
What?
He wrote a great book about oranges called Oranges.
Oh,
John
nice.
McPhee.
All right. That has been Tree Talk with Dan.
Beth, you remarked upon one of the Emerald City's folks' weird eyebrows and
Yeah.
tears, and I
Yeah.
was not yet. I was still not prepared for what happened. When
No.
that
How
guard
could you be?
Started crying. It was like someone just attached 2 hoses behind his hat and then just shot water
I
out of
think
his
that's
face.
literally what they did. I think they just put a hose under that giant hat and just started gushing down his face. It's insane.
It's
Yeah.
so much water.
And
coming
it's
down his
starting
ears.
so much higher than it should be. Like, it is clearly not starting below the eyes. It is like forehead down.
Wow, he has like really prominent eyebrows. I wonder why that is. Oh, it's hiding an entire hose.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Do we think that's supposed to be the same guy? Like, it's played by the same guy.
Yeah, that's what. So the wizard, the guy who plays the wizard, plays like 4 characters in Emerald City.
Yeah.
They're all guards, right? They're
Yeah.
all,
So
like,
is he like running
doorkeepers?
around changing outfits,
I hope
like
so.
trying to like get people not to see the wizard?
That's what I'm hoping, yeah.
Or is it just like they are in Emerald City, so everybody looks like him?
Well,
he has
no,
lots of
because he's
children?
an outsider.
Ugh.
Oh, children. No, I think it's just the one guy.
So you think he's like going around trying to like delay them from coming
Yeah.
in?
Yeah,
'Cause
I think he's
like,
all about
yeah.
creating the image.
I love
Yeah.
that idea of him like scrambling, going, like changing his crazy mustache and eyebrows, and like that's probably why they're all so nuts. Is because he just keeps forgetting which mustache eyebrow combination is for which character, so he just slaps on whatever he can find. Yeah,
At one point, he puts like a water balloon on his forehead.
yeah.
He's like, ah.
Or he's just like, oh, where do these tear ducts go? I like to think it's the same guy, and he is just like has created an elaborate scheme to keep people from ever coming in. But then at the same time, if you're gonna put that much effort into doing like quick costume changes, why build the giant fucking hologram head and flamethrowers?
to
There's
intimidate people.
Yeah.
Oh, so every once in a while you do get to see the wizard just so we can like flex,
Yeah.
flex a little bit.
It sounded like nobody had ever seen the wizard, right? Maybe he's setting up to do like a wizard thing, and it's not ready
Oh,
yet.
so that's why he has
that's
to
why
keep
it's just a
sure,
curtain
sure,
and
sure,
not like
sure.
a
Yeah, like
door.
at some point
Oh,
it'll be like
yeah.
a room, but he hasn't built
That's
it
probably
yet.
what it is.
I
Yeah.
had
he's
not
like,
thought
"Ah."
about that design flaw, Dan. That had he only built a door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toto can't open a door. He's a tiny dog.
I mean, maybe Toto.
Well,
Well,
maybe
Toto
Toto.
would do that thing where he knew Dorothy was in that room, and he was like pawing at the bottom of the door.
Yeah.
Like he would have done that, and
Yeah.
they would have been like, "What's Toto trying to do?
Yeah, maybe if we open
What's
the door.
behind this door?"
While we're talking about that curtain being open, can we just, I really want to get on record Dan's comment about the wizards. Because when Toto pulled the curtain open,
yeah.
the guy, I don't know, Wizard Man, I don't know, does he have a name? Oz?
Is that Mr. Marvel? No.
I mean, it's the same actor, but
Professor, wasn't it Professor?
Professor Marvel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's supposed to be him or not. Whatever. But like he kind of like he looks back and goes, oh, but then sort of like just keeps doing what he's doing and like actually talks. And it's not even like if he had just immediately said, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, like, LOL, that's a great joke. But no, that was like his second move. His
Yeah.
first move was just keeping on,
Yeah.
right? And what did you say? You said that is like the
That's the confidence of a white man.
yeah,
Right there.
exactly. Yes, exactly
Yeah.
right.
'Cause he really just like it's obvious what's going on, but he's just
Yeah.
gonna plow through.
Yeah, like he's literally just like, let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Like maybe this will
This
work
could
out.
work. Yeah. But it doesn't.
No.
Dorothy brings down the hammer.
Yeah, she does. She is a
The
usurper.
lollipop.
Yeah.
I think I really think this was all a long con by Glinda.
Yeah.
Like, I think she set up Dorothy to just take out every other axis of power in Oz.
Yeah, Glinda's got 4 of the quadrants and the Emerald City, however this land is laid out.
Yeah.
But like east, west, the city, which is maybe in the middle. That's
Yeah,
how
probably.
I envision it.
Yeah.
That's all open. It's just the South now.
Yep. And now she'll bring all of her minions together. I mean, once, of course, obviously, she'll have to go in.
Like Khaleesi.
Yeah. She'll have to go in and, like, seize control of the guards and the monkeys.
Yeah, string some of them up on the road.
Probably.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Mira.
What?
Are you trying to make a Game of Thrones
Yeah.
reference? Okay.
Oh.
Cool it, nerds. Shut up, nerds. Whatever it is.
Cool it and shut up.
Cool it and shut up.
And also tweet at us.
But also do this, please. Engagement is very important, apparently, we're told. Shit, what were we saying?
Oh, yeah, she's consolidated power like Khaleesi.
Yeah.
And yeah, she just has to march on the south, and she's got the whole. She's
Then
got the whole thing.
She's got the whole thing.
But to conquer is not the same as to rule.
Indeed.
And she is not a very good ruler.
Clearly
she just
not.
takes off.
Yeah, she don't do shit.
She's just in her little bubble
Yeah.
floating around.
Maybe she's working for someone else.
Oh. She's more like a Varys.
Auntie M?
Intermediary.
I don't know.
Auntie
I've
M? She's
never
working for
seen-
Auntie M?
Yeah.
Yeah, do we ever see it? Do we ever see Auntie M or Uncle Henry?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, is Auntie M basically Glinda though?
Wait, was she Glinda? Oh, shit.
I mean, not literally the actor, I don't think, but maybe.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway.
It seems like it would have been.
Mm-hmm. Because cares about her.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's no way to find that out.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Maybe Channing does.
Uh-huh.
Tweet at us. Step up to the streets.
Oz.
The streets of Oz.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Step
Hey,
up to Yellow Brick Road.
Ooh.
would watch a dance remake
Yes, absolutely.
of this movie.
100%.
I mean, there's already some good. There's already those lean dances.
You could do like a whole choreographed like street battle of those leans
Yeah. I mean, a robot dance is a
or whatever.
dance,
Yeah.
and then like a wiggly dance.
A robot dance is a dance.
Yeah. Like, ah.
You heard it here first.
Okay, let's get to this
Yeah,
hourglass.
thank you. Okay, so here's what happens when they finally get to Mordor. And
Oh, wait. Can I just say, first of all, that we were right in the first half and wrong in that the traveling
yeah.
to the. They get to the Oz, they get to the Emerald City, to the Wizard of Oz, and then they get sent back out again and then return back.
yeah,
So we were both 100% correct or 100% incorrect, depending on how generously you look at it.
tweet at us.
Yeah.
100% correct, 100% incorrect.
Great.
Hourglass, man.
Okay, so they get to Mordor and they get the witch is like, go get Dorothy and the dog. I don't know why she wants the dog. I guess just to torture Dorothy emotionally.
Yeah. She has big
Or I
torture
guess because she
plans
knows
at
that
the end.
Toto is the most resourceful animal in all of us.
She's using Toto as a bargaining tool
Uh-huh.
because she's going to drown
You're right.
him.
Oh, right.
Yep, you're right. Okay, so she's like, go get the girl and the dog, bring him here. And then they do. Good job, monkeys. They do their job.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. It's cool. Wire
Yeah.
work.
They rip
Good
the
job.
scarecrow apart.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that was
it's
brutal.
brutal.
Like his innards are out. I mean, they're all straw, but like he's
Still.
dismantled
Yeah.
on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Notice there was no mention of anything else.
Well, they pack it back in.
Okay, all right. We don't know until we find
He
out.
specifically said his legs were somewhere else and doesn't even say, like, and also my dick.
My strong dick's over there.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Nothing to joke about either.
Hey, okay. Anyway, so she gets Dorothy, right?
Yeah.
And she basically is just like, first she's like, oh, I'll kill the dog unless you give me those slippers. And she's like, oh, but I can't. Glinda told me not to because Glinda is very manipulative and has a lot of control over her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, Monkey, go drown the dog in the river, which is like,
Dark.
dark.
Yeah.
And then she just happens to remember that she can only get the slippers if Dorothy dies, which seems like a very that seems like something you should know off the bat if you're going to operate these like super powerful magic shoes, right?
I mean, yeah, it's Oz rules.
You should
right?
understand.
Almost forgot to even claim them in the very beginning
Oh
of the
yeah,
movie.
she doesn't actually want these slippers.
No.
Glinda puts them on her, right?
Yeah,
Like, doesn't she magic
it's
them off?
it's unclear if Oslot just did it like by its very nature, or
Oh,
if Glinda
sure.
did it. Probably Glinda. I think she's doing everything behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she basically says like, "Oh well, you'll have to die," and then she just takes this giant hourglass full of red sand and basically says like, when this is over, it'll be your end. But there's no explanation for why that is. And then she just leaves the room and Dorothy is like, oh no. And like, they keep But they keep hammering into us like this is going to be really bad when that hourglass runs out of time, to the point where when they finally get to the room, Dorothy like is literally screaming to her friends like, hurry, hurry, the hour is almost up. Like she somehow knows deep within her soul that like what happens.
Yeah, what does happen?
What is it?
Like, first of all, nothing happens.
She didn't even say like this hourglass is your life. I cast a spell on you or anything.
Yeah, or anything. Like,
Maybe-
honestly, just turn it over.
Maybe she had something to do, and she's like,
The
"This is gonna
witch?
take an hour. When I come back, I'm gonna murder you."
We should like a bundt cake, something that takes
yeah,
a while.
yeah. She's like, "I gotta go do something. I have plans."
Or she wanted to go get like a mani-pedi.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
So
Get those green nails. Do you see those?
Yeah, those
so
are
she
made
could
of paper.
slip right
They
into
were
those
cool.
slippers.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
sure.
got gnarly nails.
Yeah.
Self-care.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she shouldn't self-care.
But also the pacing was so frustrating. It's just like every TV show you've ever seen where they keep trying to ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah.
But it seems like at first there's way too much sand in there, and then later it's like way too little.
I mean, I guess that's sort of like the witch's MO of just sort of like arbitrarily stopping people from actually getting hurt. Because, like, remember there's that point where, like, all of her guards surround them and she's like, yes, just make them stand there for a minute before attacking. Like, she literally says that out loud. Like, oh, just let them be afraid of us for a second.
And then she
Yeah.
doesn't even use magic. She lights her broom on fire
Yeah.
and then like jabs it at the scarecrow.
Even though it was established earlier in the film that she can like produce fire, like when
Yeah.
she like teleported herself to Munchkinland,
Yeah.
like a belching tower of flame emerged.
And she even throws a fireball at the scarecrow.
Really?
Yeah, you were getting
Ah,
another piece of
jeez.
pizza. But she's like, have a ball, and then a fireball appears and she
Oh,
throws
that's
it.
good.
It's scarier when it's like slow motion and she's like gonna, you know what I mean? It's like a torch,
Right.
you know?
I guess she is. I mean, that's the thing. It seems to be she's mostly about psychological torture.
Yeah, she's really there
Like,
to
I'm gonna drown your
intimidate.
dog. I'm going to just arbitrarily turn this hourglass and just be assured when that sand is out, it'll be the end of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
God bless Judy Garland. She sells it so hard.
Yeah, she does.
She really does a beautiful
She's
job.
great.
She's great. And
Really
that voice.
excellent. Oh.
Come
Forget
on.
about it.
Beautiful voice.
Oh, and I was totally wrong. Somewhere Over the Rainbow starts right away. I don't
Yeah,
know
she
why I
just
thought
jumps
that
right
wasn't
into
true.
it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Speaking of songs,
How'd
we
we
bet
do?
on what we would have.
How'd we do? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's a lot of songs this movie.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
really do songs.
Yeah, they do.
They
They really do,
do
songs.
At one
know.
point, one of you said this is where this movie became a musical.
Yes,
Oh,
correct.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Why? Because it was
Deep
the...
into it.
Yes.
If I Were King.
Yep. It's like. If
Oh,
I
it's
Were
the
King
first
before
Wish
us.
song?
With a king.
No, when the lion. The reason I said. I mean, do we want to go down the list?
Sure.
And
I
can talk
mean, we
about
got
that?
them mostly.
Oh, we did.
We missed Ding Dong the Witch is Dead.
Oh yeah, which is
Which is
insane.
like the most song
Yeah.
Yeah.
after Rainbow.
The most.
It is the
song.
most song.
Oh, we missed. Didn't we miss the?
You're Out of the Woods. We
What?
missed.
What's that?
That was a little tiny refrain.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that those like random cherubs off screen singing that
Yeah.
song when they wake up from
Oh,
the snowstorm,
yeah.
right? There was that Eyebrows 2 with the horse of a different color. He sings a little
Oh,
song
In
of
the
like
Merry
la
Old
la
Land of
la
Oz.
and a couple of whatevers, which I thought was
A
the
couple of
best line in the
tra-la-la.
movie.
Oh, and a couple of tralalas.
The fact that it was just a couple.
Yeah.
Like, we just tossed them in there for
Yeah,
fun.
in the Merry Old Land of Oz. We missed that one
Yep.
too.
Oh, man.
That was it. And If I Were King.
And then If I Were King, which is when I said like this is
I
when the
just
movie.
Can't wait to be king. That one.
Yes, exactly. That is when this movie like truly became a musical, because in most musicals that aren't like constant songs, you know what I mean, where like the whole thing is sung, there's just always there's always that one song, usually around this time in a story, where it's like you're just getting to the third act, where it's just like, oh, people want songs, we got to throw another song in here. So it's just like some characters just like, I'm going to sing a completely useless song
Yeah.
that is not pertinent to anything at all. And that is literally what happened. Eyebrows 3 is like, I'll go talk to the wizard and see if he's available, and goes away. And then they just are sort of like thinking about like, oh, won't this be nice when the wizard gives us our stuff? And the lion is just like, yeah, won't it be great when I have courage, I'll be king. And then he just goes on and on about it for
That's
like
true.
5 minutes, and they're like destroying property to give him a king costume. Although Toto apparently fucking knit an entire cape
Yeah.
out of flowers off screen, because
Yeah.
Toto is the goodest dog in the world.
Toto.
But seriously, like as soon as that song started, I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why is this even happening?
Yeah, that song could be cut from
Oh,
that,
it could
and I'd
be-
be
I mean,
completely okay with
If
it.
you were to do, for example, a high school production of this show, and you were like, man, this is running real long. Parents are not going to want to sit through this bullshit. You can cut the King song. Like, maybe the guy you've got playing the lion has a great voice. He's going to go to like a conservatory when he graduates next year. But like,
He's got enough songs.
just
though.
he's got enough songs. Just cut it.
Yeah.
Just cut it. Just cut the King song.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I clearly have very strong opinions about the King song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also that guy was really great. Like he did do really, like he committed to the performance
Yeah.
of being this like ridiculous doofus of a creature, including in that song.
Do you think he's wagging his tail? No, somebody
I
else
have
is
no
doing
idea.
that, right?
Right? I don't
Off
know.
screen.
Or is it like on a wire or something?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I wonder if he had a little lever he could do, because it only wags when he's got his front away from us, right? If that makes sense.
I guess so.
Yeah, well, I feel like when he's first introduced and he's like growling at them, I feel like his tail's going all over the place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just saw him use it as a Kleenex.
I mean, he definitely did that too.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
But there's a little comedy moment where it's sticking out of his cape.
Oh,
when
and
they
he's
go
like,
in
"Stop
disguise.
it!"
Yeah.
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 That's true. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Should we? If you're a costume head,
Oh, you know who would know?
who?
Hank Cresthorn.
He would. He would.
By the way, that lion costume weighed 100 pounds and was made of actual lion pelt,
Jesus.
which is just real nasty. I mean, I would imagine that thing would smell so bad.
I killed. What's he sound like? I killed a bunch of lions. Hey Joe, oh, we driving for that Winston movie? Because I just came back from big game hunting and I got a big
men?
costume for your movie.
The movie.
Metro Golden Mayer, you need a lion, man. I just slaughtered an entire pride of lions just for the fun of it to feel alive again. I can make it into a nice suit with a little puppet tail on the back.
You want me to stand at the back and make the tail wag?
I can do that. I'm real good at puppetry as well. Hey, Crestone's puppets and costume.
Cresthorn's the best horn.
Oh.
all
You
your
need a couple
costume.
of angry trees who are very proud of their work.
Oh, those trees are so
Oh,
good.
detachable apples.
Yeah, he
Oh
did
boy.
it.
Did a fine
really did
job.
it.
You need a scarecrow who has ambiguous genitalia, but maybe there's something worth checking out down there. But didn't we specifically see, like, weren't we specifically calling out the costume?
Oh, it's
for this?
costumes
Oh yeah, the
by
costumes
Adrian.
by Adrian.
Do you think
one
that's
name like
Hank
Cher?
Cresthorn's rival?
Oh,
Oh.
Adrian's like the cool, like, aristocratic, like, European
Ooh, yeah.
costumer.
Like the sort of like Edna from The Incredibles,
exactly.
maybe. Yeah,
Sure.
just very.
Like, do you think like
sophisticated.
like Crestron only did the lion costume, and then Adrian gets like, you lad,
Oh, you've only made one lion
you
costume. Look at what I've made.
disgusting carcass costumes for all your creatures, please. I will make you a man, a metal man. He will
have a
make your
funnel for a head.
he will make your heart sing. He
Look at
will
these.
make your loins quiver.
You call that a hat? Look at this hat I made for this corner.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
Adrian.
no.
Adrian definitely did
Oh.
the coroner's
I
hat.
bet Hank
for
just
sure.
like wanted costumes and puppetry, but only got puppetry. Lost our costumes to Adrian.
Oh no.
Oh, sure. So, like, because the lion had a tail, like a puppet element
Yeah.
to it,
Yeah.
he got to do the lion
Gotta
part.
give it to me. Adrian can't do a moving tail.
Yeah.
I'm a puppeteer.
I'm a puppeteer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Adrian did a great job.
Adrian did do a great
She
job.
did a great job. Yeah, it looks great.
It looks great. Those hats.
They're incredible.
So good.
Molly, do you want to talk about Halloween costumes?
Oh yeah.
What?
No, every time I see Dorothy, I think about this article. I think it was in Sassy magazine.
What?
It was in some magazine like that,
Okay.
where they had Halloween costume tips, and one of them they specifically called out is, before Halloween, it may seem like a great idea to dress up as Dorothy.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the coolest outfit, feel really great, but you're gonna walk into a party
Mm-hmm.
and immediately realize that you've dressed as an 11-year-old. and you're surrounded by sexy kittens, sexy mice, sexy Wonder Woman, sexy nurses, and you are wearing a pinafore, and it's just not going to feel great. So whatever your temptation is, never dress up as Dorothy.
So dress as sexy Dorothy. Is
No,
that the
that's
moral
the thing.
of the
Is
story?
if you play sexy Dorothy, then that's super creepy.
Well, how old is she in Return to Oz? How can you do Return to Oz, Dorothy?
No.
So I don't understand that.
Yeah.
So you can't dress as Dorothy because other people are dressed as sexy?
I mean, the joke, the idea is that I think in your early 20s in particular, Halloween costumes are just an excuse to dress sexily. At least when I was in my early 20s. Like,
For Sassy Magazine readers.
well,
Yes.
for Sassy Magazine readers. But no, like, you would go to a party and people would basically be wearing lingerie and then add cat ears. And
Oh,
they're like,
sure.
I'm a sexy cat. And it's like the amount of cat was very small. It
Yeah.
was just everything's an excuse. And I think this writer of the article was rightfully pointing out that you may feel great about yourself and like you're going to have a really good time at a party until you walk in and realize that basically you've shown up to a I don't know, a Victoria's Secret party wearing like a frumpy sweater.
Sure, but what about those shoes?
What about
What
those
about
shoes?
I feel
those
like
shoes?
that's the whole reason to wear that costume is so you can wear those ruby red slippers.
Yeah.
They're so great.
You could just go as
The witch?
the witch alternate timeline where she wins and takes the slippers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Darkest timeline. Wicked
Isn't that
Witch.
what Wicked's about? I don't know what Wicked's about.
What is Wicked about? It's like she was misunderstood and actually the other witches are bad or
Yeah,
something, right?
basically
Is it like
Glinda
Mean
is
Girls?
like the mean girls. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And that actually the people disliked the Wicked Witch of the East and West because they were bookish and ugly. And so they're actually the heroes.
So is
It's
Dorothy
pretty
like
cool.
a real bee in that show? Or
I don't
what?
even think Dorothy shows up. It's
Oh.
mostly just
The witches?
between. Yeah.
Sure.
I saw the original production on Broadway because I won a lottery ticket.
What?
Yeah. It was $25. I sort of stumbled into it too, so I still feel a little bit guilty because there were a bunch of people who showed up there clearly every night hoping to win the lottery. But
Dang.
I was with my friend who had never seen a musical before in his life and hated them. And we thought we were entering to get tickets to a different show because there's a spelling bee show that sounded really fun. And that's what we thought we were waiting for. And as we were staying there, he's like, they're going to call my name. I can feel it. And sure enough, they did. And he won 2 tickets. And we looked at them and they were for Wicked, which we had no plans on seeing. And we sat in like the second row and it was incredible. It was one of the most incredible experiences. And he walked out a fan. So
Great.
that was pretty cool. But that's mostly what I remember from that night. I don't really remember the show, except that that premise is turned on its head.
Hey, read the book.
Yeah,
Nerds.
nerds.
Read a book.
Read a book for
Like,
once.
or-
After
wait.
you've put down
Wait,
Oranges
are
by
you
John
telling
McPhee.
nerds to read a book?
Yeah, okay, non-nerds. Read a
Teens. Hey, you hot teens.
Hey, hot teens.
When you're out there plucking fruit from the woods,
Yeah.
get home,
Read a book.
pick up Wicked by someone.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Ooh,
And read it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, put down your Nintendo for a few hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pick up a book.
Yeah. Words have power.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe you've heard of Harry Potter. He's in a book.
You know what? That started out as a book.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you've heard of, I don't know, what do kids like?
The Lord of the Rings
Do they like that?
also started as a book.
Yeah.
Hey, kids, you
Fight
like
Club?
Gone with the Wind?
Hey,
Yeah.
book.
You like
Wizard of Oz is a
What-
book.
any dystopian future movie that
Yeah,
you've seen?
hey,
Yeah.
books.
You hungry for those games? I'll be hungry to read because that was a book.
What was that?
Oh, is it the twilight of your youth?
Books.
Started out as a book?
Yeah.
book.
Running through mazes, right?
Yeah.
That's one. Books.
Books.
Oh, that terrible one where like a bunch of teens like
Divergent.
Yeah. Oh.
Book.
But also book, and maybe it's fine if you're like 14 and don't give a shit.
Yeah, I read it. I don't know. It
50
was
Shades
real.
of Grey.
Hey,
A
Ooh,
book
First of all, don't
written
cool it.
about another book.
what?
Yeah.
It's Twilight started as Twilight fan fiction.
Oh, that's right. God damn it. You know what? Fuck
But hey,
books.
read
you
a
know
book.
what? Just
Oh,
You know what? Books are made of trees. How do you feel about that?
Oh, hey, kids.
Get an
Fucking
ebook.
knowledge.
Get your ebooks. Hack
Yeah.
your Switch so it can read a book for you or whatever. Put down the... Who cares?
Go read
Anyway.
a book.
Anyway, but honestly, read a book. It's good for you.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake.
Yep. Any other MVPs? I feel like we hit a lot along the way. Like the
Coroner's MVP.
Those trees are
Trees.
definitely mine.
I
Toto's too much. of
I
a
have
main
a couple,
character.
sure.
Yeah, go for it.
So there are when Dorothy's in the house inside the funnel of the twister, and there's a bunch of stuff going by.
Yeah.
There's just two guys in a canoe, and like they don't seem that bothered by their situation, and they even kind of just like cheerfully wave at
Isn't that
Dorothy.
like Zeke and
Yeah,
Hickory?
it's
Was
two
it
of the
them?
hands.
All
yeah.
right. Well, either way, it was great that they just didn't care. They're just
Yeah,
like, yeah,
they're like-
just hanging out in the canoe.
Yeah.
That was MVPs. I guess if it's the same characters, that kind of ruins it for me. It's better when it's just randos. Speaking of randos, there's a guy that I wrote down as unimpressed guy in Emerald City.
Okay.
There was a quick moment where Eyebrows 2 is on the horse of a different color carriage, and it's just like
Yeah.
tra la la la, a couple of Z to Ds or whatever, and they're just like sweeping across the citizenry of the Emerald City.
Yeah.
And there was just one guy he was like, his costume wasn't that elaborate, and he was kind of like hunched over, and he just didn't seem that into it, and I loved it so much.
He was the director's kid.
Or like he didn't know he was on camera yet or something, and then
Yeah.
like met I don't remember what the director's name was. It's just like shouting from the megaphone, just like, "Who's that? Hey, you're in a friggin' Emerald City.
Look like
It's
a happy.
magical."
It's magic.
Speaking of books,
Hey.
that Emerald City kind of looks like the capital from those Hunger Games.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like the capital from the Hunger Games
Yeah,
got a
'cause
real
they all got
Emerald
the
City vibe.
crazy
Is that how it's
hair and stuff.
described in the book as
I
an
don't know, it's just
Emerald
ev-
City?
everybody's
Oh, you mean
got,
like the
those
culture
hats.
of it?
Yeah.
Like the look of it. Everybody's
Sure,
got these
yeah.
like funny hats
Yeah.
and fun hair.
I feel like there was recently a live, like, you know how some like channels, television channels,
Uh-huh.
have been doing like live musicals. I feel like they did The Wizard of Oz recently.
Oh, I thought they did The Whiz.
Oh,
Yeah, they did the Whiz with
They did.
Mary
You're
J.
right.
Blige.
You are right. Yes, the costumes for Emerald City in that I remember being great.
Okay.
Sidebar.
Check it out. Hey,
You're right, it
put
was
your
The
book
Wiz.
down.
Yeah.
Maybe go appreciate,
Watch TV.
watch some cash grab TV for some networks that are
Yeah.
desperately trying to keep
Yeah.
their viewers.
You like John Legend, you
Network.
kids?
What?
He's Jesus now.
Who's Jesus?
John Legend.
Is he?
Yeah.
Jesus
What are you talking
Christ.
about? Oh,
Superstar.
he's in that show?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the titular Jesus.
Okay, he'll do great. He's got a great
No,
voice.
it already happened.
happened.
He
Everybody
did
loved
really,
him.
he did it okay.
All right.
Oh, I mean, I'm viewing that all through
He had to do
Chrissy
better
Teigen's
than
Twitter account.
That
so.
Peter Pan one.
So
Whose Twitter account?
his
Chrissy
wife,
Teigen, his wife,
Oh,
she's got a great Twitter account.
is that true?
Yeah,
Okay,
she's funny.
it's pretty funny.
great. So, Chrissy, if you
Got to
could
do a cookbook out, read about it, and then cook.
read a book, then cook.
Book and cook.
Book and cook. Hey, teens.
Why don't you join a club called Book and
Why
Cook?
don't
Book
you
and cook.
cool it and then heat it up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead
Exactly.
of heating each other up behind
Yeah.
the bleachers,
Yes.
why don't you heat up a pan
Quit.
with some food in it?
Yeah. Quit plucking fruit without getting full consent,
Yeah.
and go buy some fruit at the grocery store and make a delicious tart of some kind.
Yeah. Instead of looking at each other's tarts.
Nailed it. Again, literally all principals and superintendents, we are available to come in to do a presentation
Yes.
for your school.
Yes. Yes. Any grade from
Any
7th,
grade.
6th on.
Teen, just teens.
Teen.
teens.
Oh, yeah, teens.
You got hot teens in your school? We're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some hot teens? You were
You got a school full of hot teens? You can put all your hot teens in one room?
we're coming in.
We're getting in that
We're-
room.
Hey, listen, we got some camp counselors.
Huh?
We got some heads of camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
There-
would work.
yeah,
Hot
listen.
teens at camp.
We'll
There
cool down
will-
some hot teen campers.
There will be roller skating.
Yeah.
There will be a guitar.
Yeah. I'll sit around in a circle, bang on a drum.
Yeah.
Some hot teens.
There will be at least one well-written
Yeah.
cover song referring to whatever lesson we're trying to convey for a popular artist that's popular right now.
Exactly.
I will learn 3 chords on a guitar.
Yes, I will also learn 3 chords.
I will wear a baseball cap backwards and recite things.
I will wear a well-fitted vest and a bright dress shirt under it, and I will gesture emphatically at you.
I will show some shocking images on a PowerPoint screen.
Yes. We will all have those weird little headset microphones that are shockingly powerful.
And stride back and forth across the stage.
We will sweat for you.
I will give a TED Talk
Yes, basically.
geared towards teens.
Yes, a teen
talk. I'll just rap with the teens.
There will be rap. Oh,
I will turn
there will
a
be
chair
rap.
believe it.
backwards and straddle it
Mm-hmm.
with my elbow leaning on it to have some real talk.
There will be
Hashtag.
a Q&A. I will refer you as man or champ.
Yep, we're available anytime.
Yep. Just
We'll even do
Patreon.com.
matching shirts if we need to.
phone lines are open.
Phone lines are open.
Tweet at us.
Tweet at us. Any school.
Any more MVPs?
I really liked that. I really liked the one guard who got to talk at the end after
Yeah.
the witch died.
Yeah.
Like he almost felt like a friend of the director. It's just like, oh, the witch. Like he just didn't
Yeah,
see.
he had like an odd, like Slavic accent.
yeah, and like
You
maybe that was just
killed-
his accent.
You killed the witch.
Maybe that was just his accent.
Maybe they just made the costumes and then found people who would fit them.
Maybe that's
Adrian.
Adrian's style. It's just like
Yeah.
Maybe that's Adrian's people.
Costumes come
Dress.
first.
yes, I do not dress actors. The actors are dressed by me. You find me a human that will fit in this beautiful guard suit.
I just gotta make the background monkeys fly around. I couldn't make
Adrian, do you mind if I borrow a couple of your mannequins? I gotta make some monkey wings. Get out of here. Get out of here, you Philistine.
Whoa, that looks like a Prussian influence in those coats.
Yeah. Joe. Oh, Hank is definitely like actually very well read, but he's just nervous around such a
Oh, formidable.
formidable
Awesome. So
person like Adrian.
I'm so glad that he found Joe Prado
Yeah,
to
right.
Yeah.
be his best
But
friend.
also, how old is Hank Cresthorn? We already established Joe Prado's grandfather ran a manure business in the 50s.
Yeah. I mean, isn't he a ghost?
Oh, yeah. we didn't-
Oh,
Okay, we talked about this in the first
No.
half. We didn't come back to it.
yeah.
You think that Hank
Hank
Cresthorn
Cresthorn
is a ghost?
That's kind of how I envisioned him
The whole time?
Come on.
So, yeah.
Okay. Tweet at
He's
us.
a professional puppeteer.
Joe
Tweet at us.
Prado's ghost friend.
Yeah, tweet at us whether or not you initially thought, before this all came together, Hank Cresthorn was a ghost.
I mean, if not, maybe this is Hank Cresthorn Senior, who's doing,
Oh, another grandfather stitch.
yeah.
Ooh, or maybe maybe it was like a Captain America situation where he was frozen after World War II and then was
Oh.
revived in like, I don't know, the 80s.
So they froze Captain America and Hank
Hank
Cresthorn.
Cresthorn. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's gonna? Hank probably makes costumes for Captain America.
Exactly. It's like, listen, when
There it
when
is.
Space Hitler comes back in the 2000s, we're going to need to make a new modern Captain America out of it. Who's going to do it? Get Cresthorn. Toss him in there.
Wow.
Yeah. We did see the crane that we think was what people think was
I don't.
hanging.
I don't see
They
it.
must be watching it with Pink
From far
Floyd
away?
playing. If you know what
I
I'm
wonder
saying.
if, like, we watched
what
it
you're
in
saying.
kind of like high definition.
Oh,
If,
sure.
like, on old TVs, it looked less like a bird and
Low
more like something
res.
like kind of swinging
Yeah.
in the back, or I don't know.
Because if we were right that's that scene, it's like for sure a bird.
Yeah, it's like stretching its bird neck out, stretching its bird wings out.
Flaps, yeah.
I mean, it's a puppeteered. I mean,
That's a real bird.
I think that's a real
I think
bird.
that was a
What?
real bird.
Yeah.
There were real birds in part of those.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only
that was a
fake
real
birds were the
bird.
ones in the haunted forest.
Yeah, those like cranes and herons and shit were real birds.
Yeah.
They had real birds
There
in
was
that
a
movie?
toucan and the apple tree.
That wasn't real, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that and like whatever that weird thing with the long neck and
Huh.
Yeah, those owls and crows
Yeah.
Ooh, clearly,
Very fake.
clearly fake.
they
Except
had
the one crow
laser
that
eyes or
comes in.
something.
pecks at the scarecrow.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would have watched a scene of that, of just him talking to crows and them
Yeah.
being mean to him. Not like, but like verbally abusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
Wow.
they're making fun of him for not
For-
having?
Yes.
Not having any.
Yes.
That's what they're humiliating him about.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But also, like, crows ain't got shit.
Whoa.
Wow.
Think about it. Like, you would know.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if crows just had, like,
birds had-
dangling genitals as they flew around?
Yeah. If birds were just hanging brain while
Just
they were
all the
flying
time?
over
Oh,
Oh.
you? Yeah, I got it in there.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
But also, like,
I
that is...
hate this
That,
podcast.
like, for the record, though, that is absolutely the main reason those monkeys are wearing suits.
Oh, to cover them up?
Up the Buster Browns.
Oh,
Because
God.
can you imagine if she like sends out the fucking Air Force and they're just dangling and waving through the haunted forest winds? Ooh, disturbing.
What is happening?
That's like her nuclear option if she's really going for psychological warfare.
They have the pantless monkeys.
Yep. Fly through Oz. Expose yourself to the munchkins.
Oh, keep me indoors.
Oh. Well, before we get to
Oof.
our final ratings, we like to read a review of our own podcast,
Yeah.
Let's Recall, in the impression of a character from the movie. We don't have one.
Okay.
So I thought we should review anything else.
Oh, okay.
We can show you how a review's done in a character impression. Yeah, I made a salad
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I'll review my own salad.
Oh, you want to review your own
Or
salad?
unless someone else wants to do it. I don't want to put him in a spot and say about how my salad was.
I mean, I'll review it
Okay.
if you
go
want.
ahead.
Yeah.
Do you want to sing it as the lollipop girl?
Oh boy.
I mean, the lot. Yeah.
You don't have to. You can do whatever
Or
you
the
want.
lion's real good too.
Oh yeah,
Really?
maybe I'll do the lion reviewing the salad. Okay. I'm trying to remember what he sounded like again.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Put him up.
Put him up. Good lettuce and spinach coming from that CSA. Oh, the vinaigrette was beautiful blend of what was it?
Tomato.
Balsamic.
Balsamic and pureed tomatoes. Oh, there was even some little discs of carrots in there. Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? What a wonderful salad. Even better than the one we got from the company that we ordered from, who are not sponsors, so I won't say them by name, and also I'm dragging them right now. Oh, I hope they don't stop sending us pizzas because I'm being so mean to them.
Jump
What?
out the window. That's you.
Oh,
jumping out. Great. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So if you
Really
would
good.
like your words.
Is there a rebuttal? Do you guys feel
Oh yeah.
okay
Cowboy.
about this?
Well, I just
Sound
want to make it
sucks.
clear that was definitely a 5-star review. Like I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like it
Yeah.
was.
Please
Yeah.
leave a 5-star review of our podcast on iTunes or somewhere else, and then tell us about that
Yeah.
somewhere else, and we'll review it. We'll read it in the impression of a character from the movie.
Mhm.
Great. So Dan, you gave this 4.
Yeah.
I think given a little room to grow. 'cause
Yeah.
You thought it was, majesty of film and all that.
Yeah, I would agree with myself that it was the majesty, or I would agree with the part of myself that thought I might have room to grow about the majesty film. I thought this was great. I thought it's still like a magical, I don't know, the miracle of film, and like what a wonderful production. It looked super cool still. It was a lot more fun than I guess I thought it might be. I thought maybe it would just be like, oh, I'm not a kid anymore. I don't care about these dumb cartoon men. I still love the cartoon men.
Yeah.
And Judy Garland is a delight. And that rainbow song is very touching. And my black little heart was just weeping internally during that song. It's very beautiful. She has a lovely voice. Check out adult Judy Garland's music sometime because she just got better. 5, what was it?
Netflix and chill strawman.
Oh. I'm going to change that to 5 lions
Oh.
because, again, as you say, maybe you would need more than one night to really like feel good about himself, and so he didn't just break a window. 5 Netflix and chill fictional characters. Who cares? At least mine has genitals.
We don't know.
We can assume it was made from real lions. Come on.
Oh, no.
Beth, you gave it 5.
Yes.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
So good.
I was right. It's 5. It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful film, and I love all the songs. Apparently, I know all the words.
Yeah.
And all the choreography. It's great. I loved it.
I agree. Great movie. I gave it 5. It's great. Everything's wonderful.
Wow.
Good movie. Good film. Bad stepdad.
Probably. The movie would probably be a bad stepdad. Yeah.
Yeah, the wizard's a real
Ugh.
bad stepdad
Yeah,
type.
Well,
bad.
As we know from the movie, he's
That's right.
also a bad man and a good
That's
man.
right. Yeah, he basically like mansplains himself away from being like the villain of the story. Dorothy's like, "You're a very bad." He's like, "Oh, actually, I'm a very good man. I'm just not a very good wizard." It's like that doesn't absolve you, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Molly, you gave it 4 to give us the chance to have an uplifting end to our own podcast. Pressure's on.
Yeah. I mean, so the thing is, I don't think I've ever watched a movie before where Beth has said out loud, I just love this movie so much.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really amazing to hear. And it made me a little sad that I did not love the movie as much. I know. And it's a classic for a reason. It's really excellent. It's super well done. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I have to stop at 4.75 stars.
No, it's not 5. It's not stars.
Those are Netflix and
It's
chill.
Oh, sorry,
Strawman.
Netflix.
sexual straw man.
Oh, she's taken off part of that straw man.
Oh,
Yeah.
a 4th.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Well,
Hey,
you know,
custom
Well,
built.
we don't know yet, but we will find out.
We will.
Yeah. 50 Shades of Straw.
Listen, we play this
Alright.
game for real, or we don't play it at all.
Okay, yeah, fine. Let's do
All
it.
right.
Siri, what is a Tin Man?
Totes Recall is hosted by Molly Chase, Beth Gibbs, Dan Jaquette, and Dan Linden. Produced by Beth Gibbs. New episodes of Totes Recall drop on the 15th of every month. For more information and bonus content, visit us at totesrecall.com. Thank you so much for listening.